hearts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Fans,
This crowd is amped up and ready to go. Change in goal tonight for the Icemen. It was actually a change from the first period of Saturday night's Game 4 victory, or Game 5 victory rather. Olaf Lindbaum gets his first start as a professional. He came in relief and performed exceptionally well in place of Charles Williams on Saturday. And I think that goaltender change was a big reason why Jacksonville is ahead in this series right now.
Yeah, it really was. He came in and had to make some big saves early and did, which I think settled him down, but also settled the team a little bit. And anytime you make a goaltending change, sometimes it's more of a mental thing, just to hit the reset button. And whatever it was, it seemed to work. The team got going right after falling behind 2-0. They got a big goal from Luke Lynch coming out of the penalty box, and from there the Icemen got on a tear, and the game completely flipped in favor of Jacksonville. So again, Lindbaum got in a tough situation and did admirably well there, especially early on. He had to make some big-time saves, and I think he settled in, and I think this is a well-deserved start for him. And I think it's not really attributed to the play of anyone else. It's just going with who's playing the best right now. I think that's the mindset here. And the Icemen are fortunate that they have two great goaltenders and maybe a third on the way if Parker Gahagan makes it back.
And he may very well do that. The Icemen have depth all over right now, as the Icemen will be traveling from our left to our right to start off this game. They're in their cobalt blue uniforms tonight. I'm a little surprised. I was expecting the lights out black unis, but this is where we're at. And again, a fevered pitch in the arena this evening. There is a lot of anticipation to see if the Icemen can close out this series, but it will not be easy. Greenville is going to be with them all the way to the end. They have shown that all series long. Very talented club. And if the Icemen are to polish off this series, they will need to be at their best tonight. Puck is down. Icemen control it. It goes deep into their own zone. And it's going to be a quick whistle just 8 seconds in. Offside against the Swamp Rabbits is the call. Referees tonight are Jack Young and Logan Gruel. Your linesmen, Brady Fagan and Tanem Wyanzik. The Icemen will start with Luke Lynch at center. Ben Howardchuk to his left, Aaron Azarian to the right. The defensive pairing is Jacob Panetta along with Garrett Cockrell. In case you're wondering for Greenville, starting goaltender, it is once again Ryan Bednard. And maybe we'll talk about him as the game develops, but he has been pulled from 2 different games in this series. And he's a guy whose mental game is maybe more important than any other goaltender that we've seen in this league. Greenville with the puck in the offensive end. Into the high slot. Slap shot is blocked in front by Jacksonville. It's played off the wall towards the blue line and out of the zone to center ice. And here come the Icemen. It is Lynch for Nazarian. Jacksonville is onside. Nazarian tries to go wide on Ethan Kapp. Can't do it. He'll play it down low instead for Luke Lynch. Lynch turns on Pavlichev, works it to the high slot. Nazarian with a wrister. That goes high and wide. Where's the puck? It ends up in front of Bednar. Did they get blocked in front? Yeah. I think maybe it hit his own man, Ben Howardchuk, in that initial shot. But a good feed and nicely done by Nazarian to find that quiet ice in the high slot.
Yeah, great job there by him. You're right, because he was kind of on the boards, and he likes to stay on the outside around the perimeter there. But he saw an open lane there, called for the puck. They fed it to him, and he got the shot off there, which kind of awkwardly hit off his own man, but then ended up bouncing in front of the net. We all kind of lost it there for a moment. So, but a good job there by Nazarian to put himself in position for that pass and eventual shot.
Face off to the right of Bednard. Greenville wins it, but they lose the puck almost immediately. Acapelli couldn't maneuver it towards the goal, and a turnover, steal, save made, rebound is loose, it's still loose. Bednar trying to cover it up. He didn't do it, but the referee blew the whistle. Bednar had his glove kinda on it, but not really on it, and the referees lost sight of the puck, and they blow the whistle. Actually, I don't mind that quite so much because when it did squirt loose, it actually went to the Swamp Rabbits. I think they were going to clear the zone. Instead, it ends up being an offensive zone draw. And what a costly turnover, or nearly a costly turnover from Greenville.
Yeah, it really was. DiGiacinto caught that loose turnover there right in the middle of the rings, right where you want to shoot from there. I think he wanted to go a little bit higher with it, ended up shooting it into the pads, and it allowed Bednar to make the save. But he bailed out his team on that pretty messy turnover there in that situation. So great job by Jacksonville to try to get a shot off, but even better job by Bednar there to stop it.
And what a lift that would have been had the Icemen broken the seal in the opening minute of this game. Instead, it's Greenville winning the draw. Here comes Carter Such. Onside on the left wing, he'll drop it down low. Jacob Friend first to the puck, circles the back of his net, right up the middle, and a turnover now to Greenville. Turnaround shot, gloved by Lindbaum. Nice to see him get an early touch on it, a routine glove save. And the faceoff comes to the right of the Jacksonville netminder.
Yeah, Icemen going up the middle with a pass of their own, a little bit higher up, but it was a turnover, which led to a shot, so Jacksonville's got to be very careful to try to clean up those types of miscues there. But you're right, I think it's just good for, Lindbaum's for the first couple shots there just to kind of get a feel for it. Easy routine save there for him.
Christopher Brown on the draw for Jacksonville against Josh McKechnie. Still a tie up for it. Greenville comes away. Rister in a heavy screen. It never reached the net. Comes up high for Brown. Chops it ahead for Harris. Tries to self-pass it off the boards. He does work as well as a clear-in. Harris is all over Tyler Inamoto, but Inamoto does well to keep the puck away from him, and Greenville possesses in their end. It is Inamoto going around Harris. Gets to center ice. Cross-ice look. Goes behind the Jacksonville net. Brandon Fortunato is first on it for the Icemen. Tosses it behind the cage, and Greenville gets the turnover. It's Somoza. Looks to work it out in front. It is deflected away. It comes to the Icemen. It is Brown. He's got Harris to his left. Brown will wrist it in, cross corner. Harris chases after, but Gendron beats everyone to it. He'll rim it around for Colton Young. 18 minutes to go. Just 2 minutes into this game. It is 0-0 in the early going. Jacksonville in their own end. It is Friend. Rink wide look right on the tape of Aaron Nazarian. He's onside. Working on Cap, a pair of number 22s. Nazarian flips it around the boards. Friend poking it back into the corner. Nazarian and Cap again tangle in the corner, far side. Ben Tardif back in action for Jacksonville. What a lift he is to see him back after missing the last 2 games in Greenville. Swamp Rabbits try to clear. Deflected puck comes to Cap. He'll backhand it up the wall and out to center for Brett Kemp. Jacob Friend from the blue line works it up the wall. Nazarian can't work it away from Kemp. Delayed offside, and the Icemen take possession. It is Friend. Touching it ahead, and a turnover at the blue line. Unforced error, but the Icemen fortunate to get it right back. It is Tim Theocherdis snapping it in behind the net. Bednar will block it there for Gattenby. Gattenby's pass deflected. It ends up out of play. It went off the skate of Ben Tardif, and it ends up off the netting. Good start here, I think, for Jacksonville. 2-1 the shots on goal. Couple of jitters, I think, from both clubs. A couple of turnovers in the defensive end from each club, but neither team has capitalized yet.
Yeah, a couple good looks there, and I think the Iceman forecheck's been pretty good here in the early going, forcing some of these passes. They're a little bit off the mark, you're right. They haven't really been able to do anything with them, but I think they are putting a little bit of pressure here on Greenville in the very early going of this one.
Right off the draw, Jacksonville gets a shot away. It is deflected wide and cleared out by Greenville. It was a good look, though, and a set play off the draw. Acapelli had that shot from the top of the circle. Puck is loose in the neutral zone, poked by Jacksonville, but taken over by Greenville. It is Pavlichev to the blue line, sliding back over the line. It's a delayed offside. Greenville gets it back. They clear the zone. We play on. 16:34 to go in the first. Still 0-0. It's Bobby Russell around the wall. Lindbaum unable to block it behind the net. Comes to the far side. Golfed at by Lodermeyer. He taps it free to the red line. And Greenville in possession again. It's Bobby Russell drifting back into his own end. Pressured by Acapelli. Forcing the pass up the left side. Beauchamp will knock it in for Jacob Panetta of the Icemen. Greenville once again without Max Martin and Tanner Eberle. They've both missed now 2 games in a row, including this one tonight. Big losses for both of them, both at the blue line and up front for Greenville.
Yeah, Greenville also losing McManus to an injury there as well. Another player who's been a key contributor for them this season.
A pair of shot blocks from Jacksonville as Greenville pressures. Julian Kislin unable to work the puck away. It is Carter's such turnaround shot. A lot of traffic in front. Greenville, that's a lot of their game, is to get bodies in front. Ben Freeman has benefited from that greatly during this series. As the Icemen take possession, it is Cockrell on his backhand, chipping it off glass out to the Greenville blue line. And there is Ben Freeman. He's their team's leading scorer in this series. Not the guy you would have expected,
No.
but he has done well for Greenville.
Yeah, he's had a very good series. He's coming off a 3-point game in the last game. So, I mean, he's been good. There's no doubt about it. Big body, not overly, throwing up the offensive numbers in the regular season, but he's been a contributor here so far in the postseason.
It's Nazarian to the blue line for Fortunato. Wrister in a screen, gloved by Bednard. Shouldn't say in a screen. Martin was trying to create a moving screen, but he couldn't quite get there in time. So Bednard was able to scoop it up relatively easily. Just over 5 minutes gone by in this contest, still 0-0. No penalties yet in this game. Nice to see the Jacksonville Icemen coaching staff. Fatheads are back
Yeah,
in
they
attendance, directly behind the Greenville bench. The large, oversized heads of Nick Luco and Brandon Mashinter shadowing over the Greenville coaching staff. Swamp Rabbits win the draw. They cannot clear it. Jacob Friend plays it underneath. It is Lynch centering feed. Comes up high. Nazarian with a slap shot. Just missed to the short side. Howardchuk gets it back behind the net. Pivots on Inamoto. Works it for Nazarian in the corner. Back up high it is Jacob Friend. Wrister is blocked in front. Comes up high and Greenville has it. McKechnie takes a bump from Thea Charitis, forcing a delayed offside. Long stretch pass knocked away by Greenville. Delayed offside here for Jacksonville. Nazarian still working in. He doesn't know that it's offside. And finally, the whistle blows. I don't mind that whatsoever. The attempt on the stretch pass and Nazarian just continuing to, have that dogged attitude, even though he was offside the whole way.
Yeah, and again, it's really tough for a guy to realize he is offside in that situation. I mean, all he's focused on is catching that puck and going on the chance. And then it's just, okay, I don't have it now. I'm going to try to win the battle for it. So just got kind of caught up in the moment there. Good look there for Jacksonville. I like that they looked for him there in that situation. So we'll see Iceman getting a couple good looks here, but a good hit by Thea Charitis to kind of open things up there back the other way before they were able to spring that chance.
And don't be surprised if that's not the last time that the Icemen will try that stretch pass. Greenville has been susceptible to some breakaways during this series. And the Icemen, go through all that video work. Jake Wheeler, of course, the video coach for Jacksonville, breaking down some clips. No doubt seeing some opportunities for the Icemen to try and capitalize on. They did a couple of times over in Game 5. Soft wrister from the Swamp Rabbits. It goes well wide. Kislin slaps it around the wall. It's deflected back behind the net for Alex Irulo. Irulo, who was third in the league in scoring in the regular season. Shot deflected just wide. Went off a skate and just wide, but it was dangerous. And the Icemen now clear out of the zone. Gerads over the line for Irulo on the left wing. Greenville's right back in the zone. Good hit there from the Icemen. It is DiGiacinto wiping out Irulo, and here come the Icemen. It is DiGiacinto, right circle. Backhander goes wide. Comes to Lodermeyer, back to the blue line. Panetta, can he work it cross ice? No, it is blocked. Here come the Swamp Rabbits. Possible breakaway. Irulo. Panetta bearing down on him. Great save by Lindbaum with the left leg. Panetta forced Irulo to go forehand only. He couldn't do too much more than that, and I think Lindbaum was able to read that play and flash out the left skate just enough to keep it out of the net. We stay 0-0. 12:57 to go on a rolling clock in the first period. It is Panetta in his own end. Slowly to the red line. He'll snapshot it in. Bednard stays in his crease. Harris deflects it in front. It is Tardif now in the corner. Tries to send it up high. It goes to Brown. Now it comes to the right point. Thea Charitis for Brown at the top of the circle. Snapshot is blocked into the corner. Beauchamp picks it up off the wall, but he does not clear. The Icemen, on a second attempt, unable to keep it in the zone this time. And Greenville comes in transition. Offside will be called against the Swamp Rabbits. And we'll take our first break with 12:26 to go in period number 1. Nice start to this one as we remain scoreless. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Harley Johnson with Alex Reed. Not quite at the midway point of this first period. Game 6 of the South Division semifinals in the Kelly Cup playoffs. This is round 1. Jacksonville looking to advance to the division finals with a victory tonight. Greenville, of course, for them to stay alive, they must win tonight and a potential Game 7 tomorrow night, both games in Jacksonville. From center ice, Greenville snaps it over the crossbar, comes up to the blue line. At the line, it is held in. Comes back behind the net. Tim Theocharis slams it off the wall, and Greenville holds the zone again. And I think that might have gone off, maybe off the crossbar on a deflection, possibly. It ended up out of play. Maybe off Lindbaum's mask. It was hard to tell, but it took a crazy deflection out of play.
Yeah, Freeman's the one who took the shot there, Arlie, from up high. He's not the one that got the tip, but certainly hit something there along the way. Iceman there. That was just a simple shot from up high, but again, you get traffic in front of the net. You know, you get those tips. You never know what's going to happen. So that was a chance that almost went in there for Greenville.
Draw comes to the right of Lindbaum, and they're going to drop the puck again. That is where Greenville has been at their most successful. Two things. One is, well, that actually was both things in this case. One is getting bodies in front of the net and having too much traffic in front of the netminder. The other thing is their forecheck. They have done a great job this series of keeping pucks in the zone and creating some turnovers in the offensive end. If Jacksonville can clean that up even just a little bit, that would go a long, long way towards success tonight. Greenville back behind the Jacksonville net. It is Somoza kicking it to his stick. Unable to keep it in possession, and Jacksonville comes away with it. It is Nazarian safely out to the Greenville line. Russell plays it off the wall for Freeman. Freeman has it poke checked away. Jacksonville, good patient play, but the lead pass for Howarchuk is out of his reach. This will be icing against Jacksonville. 11:40 to go in the first period. There are only 2 first-round matchups remaining in the Kelly Cup playoffs. All the others have already been decided as the Florida Everblades advanced to the South Division Finals last night on the heels of a 2-1 overtime victory over the number 1 seed, South Carolina Stingrays. That means if Jacksonville does advance, they will have home ice in the next round against Florida. No small thing, I might add. Greenville again in the offensive zone. Pass is intercepted, taken back by Greenville, taken back by Jacksonville. The Icemen fortunate right now because they have definitely not done an effective job yet of clearing out of their zone. It has not bit them yet, but again, it is something I know Nick Luco is going to be wanting to clean up.
Well, it's bitten them a few times here in this series. It's allowed Greenville to be able to stay in the zone in several opportunities and eventually get goals there. So Icemen do have to clean up that area just on their clearing attempts out of the zone in the defensive end. Good play by Tim Theocharis stepping up on McKechnie as the Icemen break through center. It is Lodermeyer. Deflected towards Bednard. He'll sweep it into the corner himself. Icemen try to get it back in the left wing corner. Acapelli forces a turnover, comes loose. Can DiGiacinto get there? He does tap it for Lodermeyer. Between the legs pass. Couldn't connect with Acapelli, but he had the right idea. Swamp Rabbits get it back behind their own net, and that was sloppy defensive play by the Swamp Rabbits that time. Yeah, you were looking at the Iceman just trying to feed the direction, of the puck towards one of the players, and it was just one of those things you're like hoping that the puck would settle down on somebody's stick, just not quite well enough for anyone to get a good, legitimate shot.
What a 360 by Brendan Harris to get by one man, but the Swamp Rabbits get it back and clear the zone. Delayed offside against Greenville. You can hear the linesman from here, Tanem Lionzik, yelling offside as Jacksonville comes back. Now they're the ones who are offside, as Craig Martin was in ahead on the right wing side. 2 seconds shy of the midway point of this first period. Shots on goal, 3-3 through 10 minutes. Not a whole lot going on net.
You're right. So, it's hard to believe that we're in game 6 right now, but there is kind of a feeling out process right now. I think it's just maybe a little bit nerves on both sides here for both teams. No one wants to make that first mistake here in such a key game here in this series.
Travis Howe out on the ice looking to provide a spark. Paired off with Aaron Nazarian and Luke Lynch. Greenville takes it into the offensive end. Drop pass picked off. Can Nazarian take the puck? No, he cannot. And the Swamp Rabbits have it again. Pavlichev deflects it to the blue line, taken back by the Icemen. And it is kicked back to Jacob Panetta for Jacksonville. Right side, it is Travis Howe. He'll flip it in on the forehand. It is deflected over the line. Still in the zone, however. Inamoto behind the net. Nazarian tries to knock it free. It does come to the blue line, and Jacksonville possesses. Cockrell, right point, wrister and a screen. Blocker save is made. Rebound for Panetta all the way at the left point. Cross ice for Cockrell. Cockrell into the bumper. Can Lynch get there? Tries to get it to the forehand. Worked it in front, and it's knocked free. Penalty coming. This is on Jacksonville. It's a delayed call. Beauchamp onside for Greenville. Picked off by Jacksonville, but there's your touch-up. It is a power play for the Icemen, and Travis Howe is going into the penalty box for cross-checking. It'll be a power play for Greenville when we come back. 9:08 to go in the first period. It's Jacksonville nothing, Greenville nothing. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. It's a power play for Greenville as Travis Howe is in the penalty box for cross-checking. Reader, you and I just looked at it during the break, and I think that might be a penalty based on reputation than on stating the facts.
Yeah, that's, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Definitely one of those reputation penalties. We'll just leave it at that. And that's why Hal was voicing his displeasure there at the end.
But the call is the call, and the Icemen will have to kill it. Greenville on this power play, this playoff series, 4 for 21 overall. That's 19%. Jacksonville's penalty kill, quite the opposite, obviously, at 81%. Swamp Rabbits in their own zone. Just underway on the man advantage. It's a little surprised that Miles Gendron is out there on the power play, but it has to be somebody because it's not Max Martin. Again, a big loss for them, missing their quarterback on the power play as the Icemen steal the puck. Here's Ben Howarchuk shorthanded. Nothing develops, so they'll skate it to center and drop it behind the Greenville cage. Line change for the Icemen. It is now Craig Martin, penalty killing with Luke Lynch. Gendron chips and chases. He'll be first to the puck behind the Jacksonville net, rimming it around. It's deflected by Jacksonville to the blue line, not out. Pavlichev to the half boards for Kemp. Kemp tosses it to the line for Gendron. Cross ice it is Irulo at the top of the right circle. Irulo on a give and go. Lynch steps up, got a piece of it. Greenville gets it right back. It is Kemp with a snapshot. Lofted it over the crossbar. It rolls to the blue line and over the line. Gendron mishandled it, and the Swamp Rabbits have to regroup at center. And another pass deflected and stolen by Jacksonville. It's cleared out by Jacob Friend. Just 44 seconds remaining on this power play for Greenville. Good kill thus far. No shots on net. Ethan Kapp on the second power play unit for the Swamp Rabbits. Carter Such takes it over the blue line with speed, gives it up to the Icemen. Aaron Nazarian skating with it for now. Then he will just loft it the length of the lake. Nazarian out there with Christopher Brown on the penalty kill. Down to 20 seconds to go on the power play for Greenville. It is Cap dropping it for Somoza. Colton Young takes it over the blue line behind the Jacksonville net. Poked at by Fortunato, taken back by Greenville. Kissling gets a piece of it. Back behind the net, it is Somoza working it up high. Freeman from the blue line, wrist shot and a save is made by Lindbaum. No rebound as Howe comes out of the penalty box. That was a tricky one for Olaf Lindbaum, not for making the save in general. That was fairly routine, but because it was right up at the top of his right shoulder, very difficult for him to make the save and possess it in order to freeze it for a faceoff.
Yeah, and it was a tough, he had to kind of pull it in, kind of caught him a little inside, but then he had to stay still because he was barely just balancing that thing right on the glove. And so if he'd made any kind of move, it just would have kind of fallen there in front. It could have been a second chance opportunity. He was just waiting for the whistle, and he got it.
DiGiacinto, great effort at center to force the puck free. Jacob Friend with it at the red line. He'll slap it around the wall. Bednar got a piece of it. Gattenby up the boards. It is Gerads chipping it over the outstretched arm of Tim Theocharidis. Bouncing puck at center ice, and the Icemen have it. It's Theocharidis starting the attack. He's onside. Snapshot up high, and Bednard stands up with his big 6'5" frame in order to make the glove save. Would have gone over the crossbar anyway, but Bednard takes up so much space with that body of his. And he's able to stretch out and grab it for the faceoff.
Yeah,
excellent kill there, by the way.
Yeah, it was. It was a good penalty kill there, one that the Icemen needed to have here. The penalty kill's been pretty good here in the postseason. I know there's been some times here they've allowed some goals against, but we look at that one wild 7-4 game in Game 3 where the Swamp Rabbits did a good job in using the power plays with pulling the goalie to get 2-3 minute advantages. I know the 6-on-3 was something you don't see every day.
No,
but certainly. Really, overall, in a normal circumstance, I think the Iceman penalty kill during this series has been pretty good.
Bednar makes another routine save into the midsection. Will drop the puck again to his left. It's Luke Lynch with Craig Martin and Brendan Harris. Lynch wins a second straight draw. Harris slips it into the corner near side. Gattenby first to the puck. Steps away from Lynch. He'll feed it around the boards for Beauchamp, and Greenville breaks out. Lead pass intended for Gerads, well in front of him. Tim Theocharidis collects for the Icemen. It is Friend bouncing it up the blue line, right up the middle and out to center ice. Martin looks for a steal at center. With the help of Lynch, they've got it. Harris looking for Martin, but the pass was in front of him. Had the right idea. He had Martin in good position in the slot. There was a high degree of difficulty on that pass. Now it is Harris for Lynch. Knocking it into the Greenville zone. Swamp Rabbits right back out with Inamoto. Ahead for McKechnie. McKechnie takes a bump from Jacob Friend as it goes behind the Jacksonville cage. Harris tries to knock it free. It is loose. Jacksonville possesses. Greenville had tried to center. The Icemen play it up the wall. Loose in the red line. And Greenville has it poked back to them. 5:35 to go in the first period. 6 shots on goal now for the Icemen. Only 4 for Greenville. The Swamp Rabbits, the only team to have a power play thus far. They did not get a shot on the power play. Huge hit from Friend. Penalty coming on Friend. Delayed call again. There's your touch-up. It is Colton Young who is going back to his bench under duress. And the crowd cannot believe it. Kneeing is the call on Jacob Friend. You don't see that one that often, but Logan Gruel makes the call. And the Swamp Rabbits back to the power play when we come back. Still 0-0 with 5:18 to go in the first. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter,
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
The Icemen down a man again. Just a few minutes apart. They do win the face-off. Panetta slaps it around the boards. He had Howardchuk, but you can't think that when you're just clearing the zone. Now Bednar behind the net, nearly lost it. It comes back to him, and he's going to take the face-off instead. That was mishandled by Bednar, but Howardchuk was not in a position to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it was almost like a designer. Great heady play there by Howardchuk to race over there, realize the faceoff was clean, and that Panetta was going to get a clean drive on. I don't think Panetta noticed Howardchuk was streaking up that way. But the hustle by Howardchuk does force Bednard to hold on to it. Now the faceoff deep here into the zone, and that's just fine by Jacksonville. Down a man here on the penalty kill.
Swamp Rabbits do gain possession. It is Irulo at center ice. To the left for Pavlichev. Clean entry into the zone. Icemen try to break it up. It gets sent around the boards to the far side. Good hit there by Howardchuk, but Greenville still has it. It is Irulo behind the net. Centering feed comes back to the blue line. It is Kemp. Lost the handle. It's over the blue line and out. Looking for the steal is Lodermeyer, but Kemp pivots on him, and Greenville is onside. Rink-wide look. Comes off the boards for Irulo. Irulo gives it up. Jacksonville unable to clear. Gendron holds it in. He loses the handle. Now it's out to center. Here comes the Icemen. Shorthanded bid. Lodermeyer looking for the trailer. Finds one in Howardchuk. Snapshot. It goes wide on the play as there's a man down right in the crease of Ryan Bednard as Gendron flattened Jacob Panetta, who was crashing the net. And we play on. 51 seconds to go on the power play. What a hit! Julian Kislin wipes out Nikita Pavlichev as the Icemen are unable to clear the zone. Colton Young gives it up in the corner. The Icemen get it back. Now they get the clear. Kislin again. What a hit. And then a clear the length of the lake.
Going back to that Iceman scoring chance, shorthanded. I think just as the shot was being taken, it was a slight bump, which I think kind of affected the timing of that shot and the speed, but still a good-looking rush shorthanded for the Icemen. And the PK, so far, so good here.
The crowd are all over the officials right now, too, as Greenville takes it in. Still a little time left on the power play, 14 seconds. It is Young, near side corner. Defended by Fortunato. It gets reversed to Somoza. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Greenville in the right wing corner. Tapped away by Jacksonville. Cleared out by Theocharidis. Out of the penalty box is Jacob Friend. We're 5-on-5 again, and two outstanding penalty kills from the Icemen in this first period. 3:09 to go in the first, still 0-0. Greenville is at a pair of power plays. They did not get a shot registered on either one of them. It is Ethan Kapp behind his own net. Rimming it around all the way to center ice. Goes by everybody. No icing here. Jacksonville is first on the puck behind their own net. Cristiano Di Jacinto, self-pass off the back of the net. He'll play it off the glass and out to the Greenville end. Joe Leahy, and now we've got another penalty coming up as Di Jacinto is down. And I think it's going to be Knockbar going to the box as Di Jacinto is slow to get up. So it will be a power play now for the Icemen, and I'm curious to see what the penalty is on Knockbar. Di Jacinto just now getting up. Charging is the call against Justin Knockbar. So a power play for the Icemen. Di Jacinto appears to be okay. He will take a seat on the bench, and he will not go to the locker room. That is great news. And so it is now Jacksonville to the power play. The Icemen with the man advantage in this series, just 3 for 26. That's 11.5%. And to magnify that, all three of those power play goals that they have had were all in the same game. They were all in game 3. So you would love for the Icemen to do a little more with the man advantage. Try and draw first blood here with the power play late in period number 1. It is Luke Lynch, Craig Martin, and Brendan Harris up front. Jacksonville takes it. It is Fortunato at the right point, feeding it underneath. Goes to Harris. Harris at the left side. Feeds it to the top of the circle for Fortunato. Cross ice look. It is Martin back for Fortunato. Give and go to Martin again. Plays it to the left circle. Lynch looking for a man. Goes to Fortunato, top of the circle. Centering feed. He was trying to go backdoor to Lynch. It goes off a stick, but the Icemen get it right back. Fortunato to the left circle. It is Martin. Up high it is Fortunato. Feeds it to the right for Harris. Seam pass. There's Martin with a snapshot. It is blocked by Pavlichev as he slides down to make the play. Icemen get it right back. Martin for Lynch. Cross ice for Fortunato. Still plenty of time on the power play. Harris, right wing corner. To the line for Fortunato. Left side it is Martin. Martin, seam pass for Harris. Centering pass, comes in front. Score! Aaron Nazarian puts the Icemen on top 1-0 on a power play goal with 1:47 to go. Tremendous work by the Icemen on that power play. The passing was crisp. They kept looking to go back door. They did catch a bit of a break. They really caught a couple of breaks on that goal from Nazarian. Looking at the replay, the first one was that a puck went off the skate of Luke Lynch and came right back to Nazarian. That was break number one. Second break is Nazarian's initial shot hit the post. It went out of the net, but it went off Bednard's leg and then trickled over the goal line. So a couple of big breaks from the Icemen, but you create your own breaks like that, and the Icemen are on top. Here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Scoring his second goal of the playoffs, number 22, Aaron Nazarian. Assisted by number 83, Brendan Harris, and number 29, Craig Martin. Shot goal 18 minutes and 13 seconds. Once again, your
Thank you very much, Joe. They're giving the assist right now to Brendan Harris and to Craig Martin. I wonder if maybe Luke Lynch will end up with an assist because that centering feed to Lynch, I believe, went off of his skate, but we'll take a peek at that another time. Meanwhile, we've got a face-off at center ice for Nazarian. That is his second goal of the postseason. Harris, for sure, will get one assist. And special teams a factor in this first period. Greenville 0 for 2 on their power plays, 0 shots on goal, and the Icemen convert on their only opportunity. Greenville in the offensive end now. They'll reverse it to the near side. Ben Tardif will be first to the puck for the Icemen. Gives it up to Greenville, but the pass up high. There was nobody at the left point, and it comes out to center ice. Swamp Rabbits with it at their own blue line. Lead pass for Alex Irulo. Tries to deflect in, but it ends up going over the glass and off the protective netting with exactly 1 minute to go in the first period. So a big lift from the Icemen, and sometimes you need a little puck luck. They certainly got some there. But again, it's more about the process to get to that point from my perspective. Maybe they did get a little bit of a luck with a shot going off a post, off a leg, and then in. But that power play was exceptional. And it was like that puck was on a string for them, passing it back and forth, looking to go backdoor. They had a plan, and they executed it. Draws in the Jacksonville zone. Christopher Brown on the faceoff for the Icemen. And he wins it cleanly for Garrett Cockrell. Cockrell to the right side for Nazarian, who just scored for Jacksonville. Flips it to the blue line. And the Swamp Rabbits first to the puck. It is Freeman just getting away from Howardcheck on a nice deke. Cuts to the right side. Freeman is onside. Tries to shoot, but he fanned on it. Goes behind the Jacksonville net. The Icemen rim it around for Nazarian. Nazarian tries to go the opposite side. Howardchuck in a foot race. He wins it, and he's able to work it away from Miles Gendron back to the Greenville end. The crowd all over Ryan Bednard right now as the Icemen steal at center, and they'll play it behind Bednard's net. 22 seconds to go in the period. Long outlet pass for the Swamp Rabbits. Goes by everybody. No icing here. Fortunato up the far side for Lynch. Greenville looking for one last forecheck with 10 seconds to go as the Icemen try to clear it out. Harris gets tripped up on the play, no call. Jacksonville tries to clear. They'll skate back into their own end and kill the rest of the time on the clock. Great period from Jacksonville. They have earned this 1-0 lead. On the heels of one, their penalty kill. 2 sensational kills. And then the power play goal late. Aaron Nazarian gets his second of the postseason. But everything else between the lines, really, really good. I think that was maybe Jacksonville's best defensive period of this entire postseason. That is a great base to build on here as the Icemen have a 1-0 lead after one period of play. Shots on goal after one. Jacksonville with 9, for Greenville 4. And Jacksonville, they have not had very many leads early in this series, but they have one now at 1-0. Coming up in the first intermission, we'll tell you about all the other playoff matchups from the first round. We'll tell you who advanced, how it happened, even maybe give you a little bit of a breakdown on what went on all around the entire ECHL. And of course, we'll tell you what is ahead for the Icemen as well. Hopefully, we'll be talking about a potential second round matchup. Meanwhile, let's bring it back down to ice level. Joe Massa will be introducing Alex Reed.
And now, fans, let's take it over to Alex Reed for our first period intermission report, presented by All Pro Heating and Air.
All right, fans, here with Iceman forward Aaron Nazarian, who had the big goal there on the power play. It's got to feel good for you guys to get one there in the special team side of things.
Yeah, it was nice to get the first one there. It was great movement from the guys up top, Lynchy, 40, Harry, Marty, and I was just there to put home the rebound.
Overall, pretty good first period. Looked like a little bit of a feeling out process maybe for the first few minutes, even though you've seen these guys for a little bit. But overall, you guys got your opportunities, and really, you just got to keep it moving.
Yeah, we're playing well. We need to, keep playing how we play, get pucks deep, get on their D, manage the game, and, just do those things, and we should be good here.
All right, Naz, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Reader.
All right, there you have it. Iceman forward Aaron Nazarian with the lone goal in that first period. Iceman up 1-0 here at the first break.
Reader, thank you so much. And of course, Era, thank you to you as well. Good breakdown of that first period from Jacksonville, looking awful good through 20 minutes of play. Jacksonville leads the game 1-0. They lead the series 3-2, looking to finish off the Swamp Rabbits in round 1 of the Kelly Cup playoffs. We'll be back in a few minutes. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubik. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are between periods 1 and 2 from downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson with you as the Icemen have a 1-0 lead over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Aaron Nazarian, the power play goal to put Jacksonville on top. Shots on net in the first, the Icemen with 9 and Greenville with only 4, despite a pair of power play goals. Let's go now to the matchups around the Kelly Cup playoffs. We'll start in the North Division, and again, we addressed this at some point in the first period that only 2 more series still remained undecided. In the North Division, that's already completely decided. The Newfoundland Growlers, after dropping the first game of their best of 7, then take 4 in a row from the Adirondack Thunder. So it is Newfoundland advancing to the North Division Finals, where they will face the Reading Royals. Great matchup between Reading and the Maine Mariners, but Reading comes out winning that series 4-2. And it will be, that matchup is already set up. Reading as the 2 seed against Newfoundland as the 1 seed, and Reeder, again, as it is with Newfoundland, because you have to go all the way up to the Rock, as they call it. Another bizarre format. First 3 games in Reading, final 4 games in Newfoundland.
Yeah, you know, what an advantage it is for Newfoundland. And, you know, I guess their body of work during the regular season has earned them the right to be able to get that choice. But you're right, it is not easy. It really is not easy to get up there. It's really difficult. You know, I couldn't imagine being in the North Division having to deal with it there and trying to get up there because it's just so isolated up there at St. John's, Newfoundland. But great place. But they're going to get the opportunity here to choose the 3 on the road and 4 straight at home, or vice versa. They get that option. It's a nice little option, and the fact that they have the higher seed. Pretty much in the conference there, and one of the tops in the league, that they have that to use to their advantage. So it's interesting to see how they did it. You know, they decided to play things out in Adirondack by playing the first 3 on the road, I believe.
Yes.
And then the next 4 at home. So, it's interesting. They have that luxury. Be curious to see how it plays out here, not only in this series, but should they advance, how they decide to play it as they get a little further along.
Let's move to the South Division now, and I don't want to spend too much time on it right now because maybe we'll go a little more in detail, possibly in the second intermission, but we can tell you, if you don't know already, that the only upset right now anyway in all the Kelly Cup playoffs is the 4 seed Florida Everblades. Of course, they're defending Kelly Cup champions too, though, and they knock off the number 1 seed in the South. That is the South Carolina Stingrays. They won that series last night on the heels of a 2-1 overtime victory. Joe Pendenza getting the game-winning goal in overtime last night. So Florida advances. Reader, we'll just pass by that, maybe discuss that in the second intermission. We'll have plenty to talk about then.
Yeah, we will, but it's almost weird to say that it's an upset, you know. I mean,
right.
By seeding it is, but when you think about the Florida Everblades and their history, I mean, you know, it wasn't an upset. I don't know. It's tough to say.
Only by seeding only.
Only by seeding only, right.
We'll leave it at that.
We're basing it on just seeds.
Let's move now to the Western Conference in the Central Division. The only other series left to be decided is between the number 1 seed Cincinnati Cyclones and the number 4 seed Fort Wayne Comets. Cincinnati leads that series 3-2. They're in the exact same situation that Jacksonville is in. They lead the series by 1. They have 2 more games at home if they need them, and they are actually playing Game 6 right now in Cincinnati. I believe they are just underway from Southwest Ohio. I'm not sure if we got an update on that or not, but it has just gotten underway just moments ago. The other team that they will face, whoever the winner of that is, will face the Toledo Walleye. Toledo sweeping the Indy Fuel in rather convincing fashion. And actually, it's Fort Wayne on top. Thanks, you, Reader. Fort Wayne on top 1-0 in the middle of the first period. The Comets not going away in that one. Toledo, the most impressive team in the opening round of the Kelly Cup playoffs as they sweep Indy 4 straight games. They allow a grand total of 7 goals in those 4 games. Wow. And then finally, the Mountain Division. We'll start with the number 1 seed, the Idaho Steelheads. They didn't make it easy for themselves, nor did the Utah Grizzlies, but Idaho does come out on top. They lose their first 2 games of that series at home. Then they go to Utah, and they proceed to win 4 games in a row, all in overtime.
Wow.
Utah gave them everything that they had, and it still wasn't enough.
It certainly wasn't. Hats off to the Grizzlies. They did not go down without a fight, and I'll tell you, they took every game to the limit there. It was not easy for Idaho. So, you know, good to see, and it's probably, it was good for them in that regard that, you know, we feel like they kind of cruised through the regular season and now got in the playoffs there. They were definitely battle-tested there in that first round. We'll see if they can, how things improve when they head in their second round series, but be curious to see how they respond from that. But, hey, hats off to the Grizzlies. They gave the top team in the league that set records in wins and points this year all they could handle.
And the team that they will face in the Mountain Division finals is the Allen Americans, the number 2 seed from that division, in a very tight matchup with the Kansas City Mavericks. But Allen wins that series 4-2. All 6 games were decided by 1 goal, with one of them going in overtime as well. So your Mountain Division finals are set. The number 1 seed Idaho Steelheads against the number 2 seed Allen Americans. We will take another quick break. We'll return in a moment. We'll have the start of your second period on the backside. It's 1-0 Jacksonville after 1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. It's 1-0 Jacksonville after one period of play. Teams will start at 5-on-5. Reeder, I made mention of it while you were down there talking to Aaron Azarian. I think that might have been the best defensive period that the Icemen have played thus far in the postseason.
Yeah, they were pretty dialed in there and trying to make the right plays. There were a couple times where, we highlighted the fact that, okay, they're having a tough time getting the puck out. But again, aside that, very, very good period by Jacksonville. They also have 9 shots here. They've been outshot and pretty much, I don't think they've outshot Greenville in this series. There was one game in game 2, they tied in shots, but there, a good start as far as shots are concerned. And the Icemen need that. They need to get more opportunities than on Bednard.
Puck is in the neutral zone. Second period is now underway. Greenville has it. Shot is deflected away. Jacksonville actually did a great job lifting the stick just as they were trying to pull the trigger. Puck comes loose to the opposite wing. Icemen continue to play physical as well. Garrett Cockrell stands a man up behind the net, but it is Greenville coming away with the puck. Pavlichev walks into the slot, cannot get the shot away. He had an opportunity, thought he had a better one, but it never came to him. Inamoto now for the Swamp Rabbits. Tipping it off the backboards. Loose in the corner. Getting a piece of it is Cockrell. Cockrell taps it ahead. There's Nazarian. Off glass and out. Some pressure there from Greenville in the early going. It is Ethan Kapp into the zone. Onside, tries the give and go. Couldn't handle the pass. It goes behind the net. The Icemen play it to the blue line, but not out yet. Inamoto touches the puck. That was a smart play by Freeman as Lindbaum makes a pair of saves. Freeman with a smart play by not touching the puck. It would have been a hand pass otherwise. Freeman gets it back at the right point. Cross ice look deflected right to Greenville. Save made by Lindbaum. 3 saves in this exchange as the Icemen finally play it out of the zone. And Lindbaum keeping the Icemen on top early in this second period.
Yeah, 3 big saves there. One right back to back, and then the other one just moments later in front. Probably the more dangerous of the opportunities. A backhander down low. And good stance there. Good job by Lindbaum to just stay poised to keep it out.
Now it's the Icemen, possible 2-on-1. DiGiacinto, toe drag, forehand, and it is blocked. Well defended by Joe Leahy. DiGiacinto coming out flying on his first shift of the period. We go back beyond the Jacksonville net. DiGiacinto back in possession. Looks to go rink wide, tape to Fortunato. Flips it ahead for Acapelli. The Icemen are onside. Wrist shot from the top of the circle is deflected over the glass and off the netting. So a good response from the Icemen after that heavy shift from Greenville. The Swamp Rabbits had almost as many shots on that one shift as they had the entire first period.
You're right. It was 9-4, I believe, at the end of the period. They got, I think, 2. They have it as just 2 shots, but probably 3 more than likely there. So almost the same amount they had in the entire period on that same shift. Great observation there, Arlie. Best exchange offensively there for the Swamp Rabbits, and Olaf Lindbaum handled it very well.
Icemen win the face-off in the offensive zone. It's Kisselin with a wrist shot that is deflected. Comes out to center ice. Jacksonville with a delayed offside. They tag up, but Greenville has the puck. It is McKechnie over the line, onside, cross ice look. Brown responsible defensively, not allowing Somoza to get there. And the Icemen will play it up the right side. Ahead it is Brown. Brown to the right for Harris. Unable to get it with the touch of his stick. It will be icing because of it. Jacksonville had the right idea, but they couldn't connect on the pass.
Yeah, couldn't connect there. Just a bit out of reach there for Martin. Maybe if someone larger, a little bit taller, had a little bit longer reach, they might have been able to get that one, but not Brendan Harris in that exchange there, despite his speed. But going back to the previous whistle there was a stick that slid on the ice and ended up kind of touching the skates of Brandon Fortunato. He turns around to pick the stick up, and he looks at it and sees that it's not one of his. He just drops it right as Arulo was there to get it. I really did not appreciate the fact that he just didn't hand it to him. He just dropped it. So kind of funny there, these guys.
I love it. Love the gamesmanship. Stretch pass. Harris for Jacksonville, defended by Inamoto. Harris steps to his forehand. Cannot get the shot or the pass away. Inamoto, perhaps Greenville's best defensive defenseman. He was sorely missed for Game 3 when he was suspended for a game as the Swamp Rabbits poke the puck out to center ice. It is Brett Kemp trying to go wide on Friend. He beats him, cuts to the backhand, and I believe Lindbaum got a piece of that one as well. Ethan Kapp holds it in at the blue line. Spins away from Martin. Cross ice look for Kemp, slap shot, and a save again by Lindbaum, who is being relied on in the opening few minutes of this second period.
Yeah, he really is, and that was a pretty difficult save. There was some traffic, a lot of distraction there in front, so that was a tough one there for him to map out and get a read on. So great job, though, by Lindbaum there. I mean, there was a little bit of pressure being applied there, and he handled that one beautifully.
Faceoff will be to the right side of Lindbaum. Luke Lynch will take it. He's done very well on the dot in this entire series. Nikita Pavlichev opposing him. And it goes to the blue line. Greenville will hold it in. They'll play it into the corner for Beauchamp. Playing it behind the net now. It is Pavlichev. Tried the self-pass off the back of the net, but Lynch was there to steal it and play it out to center. Greenville gets it right back. They've got a 2-on-1. It is Beauchamp. Snapshot. Saved by Lindbaum again. Getting it with the blocker. Rebound goes into the corner. Olaf Lindbaum keeping Jacksonville alive here and on top in this second period. He has been sharp. Icemen get it back behind their own net. Trouble clearing the zone once again. It is Cockrell flipping it high into the air. Nearly hit the scoreboard, but we play on. Puck is at center ice. Greenville. Gendron plays it into the zone. He took a nice pop from Lynch along the way as Jacksonville possesses. It is Cockrell. Cross ice look for Panetta. Left side it is Howarchuk. He'll toss it softly behind the net of Bednard, who does not handle it well, but Greenville gets the puck anyway. Carter Such. Rink wide for Gattenby. The defenseman takes it over the blue line. Irulo at the right circle. Closes. He got some space, but the wrister is knocked into the corner off a leg by Jacksonville. Fortunato plays it up the wall. Gets it back on a deflection. Tries to feed Howe. It goes behind him. Works as well as a clear in. Greenville to the blue line and out of the zone. Matheson Acapelli has it. Playing it off the end boards for Fortunato. Fortunato nearly lost the handle. Fortunate that they get the puck out of the zone. It is Howe to the red line. Lodermeyer looks for the steal. He's got it over the blue line. The Icemen are onside. Lodermeyer for Howe. Snapshot on net and a save made by Bednard. Quick release there from Travis Howe. I'm surprised. I shouldn't say I'm surprised, but Bednard was not surprised by it, but I'm surprised at how alert he was for that, because that was a quick trigger finger there from Travis Howe.
Yeah, Howe was trying to cover the right wing there and give an outlet there for Lodemeyer, but the puck wasn't cooperating for Lodemeyer, and he had to go follow towards Howe. They kind of got bunched up, and Howe just basically called him off, said, I'll just take it, and then again got a good quick release on that shot, and Bednard was up to the task on it, but good shot there. Anytime Travis Howe could throw one there on goal, coming off an assist in the last game, and it would have been nice to have a goal to his credits here.
Now it's Theocharidis as the Icemen win the faceoff. Theocharidis stick handles all the way to the corner, far side. Looking to tap it behind the net for Brendan Harris. 2-on-2 battle along the wall. Craig Martin is a third man, steps in. He wins the puck. It is Friend's slap shot. Goes high and wide. He was looking for a deflection. He couldn't get it, but Jacksonville does keep it in. It is Martin at the blue line for Friend. One-timer and a pad save. Rebound for Greenville. They just play it out to center ice. It trickles all the way to Lindbaum. Lindbaum feeds it into the corner for Theocharidis. Back behind the net for Jacob Friend. Good pushback there from the Icemen after Greenville had controlled the opening few minutes of this second period. Icemen still on top, 1-0. Theocharidis knocks it off the boards into the Swamp Rabbit end. Greenville right back out to center. And Jacob Friend will loft it into the air, over the glass, and out of play. We have 14-13 to go in the second period. Entertaining game. Icemen still on top by 1.
Yeah, just as you said, Arlie, you know, I thought Greenville came out with really the way they needed to. They came out, they were attacking, and got some great opportunities here. And it's been great to watch Lindbaum break up these great opportunities. But for the Icemen, they got to tighten that up a little bit. You know, make certain they don't allow those chances on some miscues here. But again, a good response shift there. They're starting to get some shots back in on Bednard here. And I just need to continue to do that here and do the right things. They say it's all about details. That's what Jacksonville's got to focus on here the rest of the way.
Details have been solid thus far for the Icemen. Now they win the puck in the offensive zone. Fortunato activates from the blue line. He's all the way down to the goal line, extended to the right of Bednard. Trying to work it loose. He does, but he goes right to the Swamp Rabbits. They'll skate out. It is Young with a bouncer on net from center ice. And Lindbaum forced to make that stop. Draw will come to his right, and we will take a break. 13 minutes, 45 seconds to go in period number 2. Jacksonville stays on the lead. It is 1-0. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
It's a 1-0 game. Jacksonville has the lead over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. A victory tonight for the Icemen, and they will win this opening round series 4-2. They would move to the South Division Finals, where once again they would face the Florida Everblades if that were to be the case. Florida winning their best-of-7 opening round series last night, 4-2 over the South Carolina Stingrays. Ryan Bednard once again stretching between the hash marks. I do not expect Olaf Lindbaum to do the same. Then again, I wouldn't have expected Charles Williams to do the same earlier in this series, but there was Willie doing it just the same, trying to do his best Ryan Bednard impersonation during the course of this first round.
Yeah. It was fun to watch it, you know, to see the little, as you talk about the gamemanship there. You got to love it here when these teams get together. They've been, you know, they know it. They all know each other pretty well from the standpoint they play each other probably 12 times during the regular season,
Yeah.
and then obviously then you add 6, maybe 7 more games here in the playoffs. So yeah, but it's fun they get the little tendencies there, and there's always a little bit of extracurricular stuff there that's always played behind the scenes.
Greenville gives it up at the high slot. Here comes Jacksonville, three-man attack. It is Nazarian, onside on the right wing, drops it for Lynch along the half wall. Tries to drop it back, trickling towards the blue line. It is Kislin holding the zone. Kislin all the way to the right circle. Leaves it for Nazarian. A couple men go down. The Icemen continuing to pressure, but Greenville comes away with the puck. I think it was Nazarian and Kislin actually running into each other. Now it's Greenville with a four-man rush, but that was snuffed out by Ben Tardif. Still in the zone, however. It is Leahy on his backhand at the right point, defended by Lodermeyer. Cross-ice look, Inamoto kicks it onto his stick, plays it around the boards, comes all the way to the near side. Tardif hustles for it. Puck bounces high into the air. Greenville gloves it. Will be a hand pass if they touch the puck. Jacksonville in no hurry here. Finally, they blow the play dead. Smart play there by Ben Tardif, not taking the bait to touch that puck. And eventually, once it comes to a stop, the officials have to blow the play dead.
Yeah, and that's what they did there. And especially around the net there, you don't want to touch it there and allow two guys are circling the net like sharks right now to try to take the puck like, oh, okay, it's a live puck again, and try to get a chance there for a stuff in there. Just regroup here in this situation. Let them take the whistle. You could try to win the face-off here and get possession the other way.
It's Derek Lodermeyer on the face-off against Dallas Gerads for Greenville. Lodermeyer, who had a hat trick in Game 3, is the only 3 points he has this series. Similar to the power play goals for Jacksonville, those are the only power play goals they have this series, all in that Game 3. Gerads gets tossed from the draw. Justin Nockbar will have to take it instead. Greenville wins it, though. It is Russell. Shot is deflected into the opposite corner. The Icemen have done a solid job tonight getting in shooting lanes, not allowing a lot of shots to get all the way through to Lindbaum. Much better in the first period with that, and then a good play there as well. Play is bottled up along the far side wall. Icemen come away with it. DiGiacinto is able to play it off the boards and out. Inamoto back at center, and the Icemen pick it off at their own blue line. It's Theocharidis for DiGiacinto. Waits for a couple men to skate by. Now he's got some space himself. Snaps it from center ice. It goes wide of the net. Icemen are first to the puck. Ben Tardif has an opening, walks in himself, works it up high for Panetta. Panetta for Friend. He'll take the shot. Save is made by Bednard, and a big slam. Bednard's going to the penalty box as Greenville touches the puck. It's going to be a penalty to Ryan Bednard, and I hope that it's maybe even more than a minor. Tripping is the call against Bednard. That was dangerous with the goaltender's stick.
Yeah, it really was there. It's little shades of Ed Belfour a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent comp reader.
Yeah, and DiGiacinto, he went down. He just gave a stare to Bednar, gave him a little smile like, hey, take the penalty. But whoa. So we'll see how they score this one. But it's going to be an Iceman power play here as we're approaching the halfway point.
Cristiano DiGiacinto has now drawn both of the Greenville penalties. The Icemen scoring on the first one, and sometimes those are the things that go beyond the box score. DiGiacinto in this series only has 2 points, but those are big plays there, and it could be another one. Big one right now as Jacksonville wins the faceoff. It is Martin at the blue line for Fortunato. Half wall for Nazarian. Nazarian into the corner for Brendan Harris. Harris has some space. Looking for a man to feed to, will move it up high. Fortunato back for Harris, again with some space. Plays it down low for Nazarian. Nazarian for Martin, cannot pull the trigger. He gets it back at the right circle. Playing it below the goal line for Nazarian. It is Harris again to the blue line for Fortunato. Fortunato, wrister in a screen. It goes over the crossbar, comes off the end boards. Martin taps at it. Greenville wins the puck. They may have numbers the other way. It is Pavlichev, shorthanded. Right circle, snapshot. Lindbaum just got enough, trapping it between the blocker and his body to keep the Icemen in the lead. Good offense from the Icemen to start this power play, but Greenville opportunistic, and you've got to be careful for that because, of course, they're going to play a little desperate here down by a goal.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, and you looked at that situation there for Jacksonville. They set up a nice chance there for Martin in the high slot, but Freeman got his stick in there. Martin knew he couldn't get the shot off. He didn't have a clean lane there, but that was a situation where the other way, they were able to take the puck. And they went on the right side. It was Pavlichev. Pavlichev eyed the trailer the whole way, gave him a look, and then shot the puck at the last second, trying to throw Lindbaum off. So this is a good opportunity, both sides of the ice. But the Icemen now halfway through this power play, trying to find something here as they break into the zone.
Still a minute 2 on the power play. The Icemen are onside. And the Swamp Rabbits had a great opportunity to clear, but they misfire on it, and the Icemen will hold it in. It is DiGiacinto behind the net. Taps it loose. Gets it right back again on a deflection. For Tardif at the top of the circle. Tardif on his forehand. To the blue line for Theocharidis. Right side it is Brown. He's got some space. He'll fire it. It goes over the crossbar. Comes all the way to the left point. Tardif holds it in the zone. Right on the line. It is Theocharidis for Brown. Cross ice for Tardif. High slot. Slap shot. Blocked in front. And it is cleared away by Greenville. Man down for the Swamp Rabbits. That is Inamoto. He really felt that one as the Icemen get it back behind their own net.
Boy, I thought Tardif was going to walk in and shoot it. He had a whole lane down the left circle low. Decided to dish it back up high for the higher shot, but still great puck movement by Jacksonville.
Brown, forehand, great save. Rebound is loose. Brown gets it back. Another shot blocked in front. Bednard made the first initial save, and it was a great one, keeping the Swamp Rabbits within striking distance. Teams are back at full strength. The Icemen still with it. Theocharidis for Tardif. Tardif trying to go wide on Young. Young takes the puck away. And it is Greenville with possession. Still 1-0 Jacksonville. 9:23 to go in period number 2. We've got another penalty coming up as Tardif is mixing it up with somebody right at the penalty box. That's Dallas Gerads. And we'll see what comes out of this.
Well, Tardif lowered the boom, I believe, on Kemp as he was getting rid of the puck out of the zone. It was a great check by Tardif, clean and everything. But Gerads, a scrappy guy sticking up for his man, goes over and tries to rough Tardif up a little bit here. So surprised. I don't think there's going to be any penalties coming up out of this whole deal unless the referee is going to grab somebody.
I don't see it happening right now.
Yep. So they're closing the penalty boxes here. They're just going to let it slide, but good physical play. And boy, I think the Icemen really missed Tardif. We saw it there in that power play opportunity. They missed him on the power play. But it was just a good check as Greenville was trying to clear the zone. He flattened down the man, but Gerads just sticking up for his teammate, tried to rough Tardif up. And that's why we had the little skirmish there.
So no penalties at all. Very surprised at that, and not even matching minors. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Icemen. Shots on goal listed at 10-10, which tells me that they're only listing the Icemen with, well, now 2 shots on goal, so now at 11 for Jacksonville, but it just seemed like more than that. It was a good, effective power play from the Icemen, but Bednard made some key saves, especially one in the closing moments on Christopher Brown. Steal from Greenville. They've got a 3-on-2. Leahy with a slap shot just wide. He got a lot on that one as the Icemen play it back to center ice. Here's Tim Theocharidis. The defenseman leads the rush. Theocharidis snapshot on net, and making the save is Bednard, but Bednard left some space there at that short side. And he did not exactly look comfortable making that stop as we go to break with exactly 9 minutes to go in the second period. Jacksonville leads 1-0. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bank how and when you want to with Community First. Get free checking with rewards and free digital tools that make managing your money simple and life simply better. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
It's a 1-0 game. Jacksonville with the lead. The only goal of the contest, a power play goal from the Icemen. Aaron Nazarian is second of the postseason, set up by Luke Lynch and Brendan Harris. That was in the final 2 minutes of period number 1. Goaltenders have been strong tonight. Olaf Lindbaum has done his best work in the second period. Ryan Bednard doing well in the first, and also a key save on Jacksonville's last power play as well. While we were away, by the way, matching minors to Joe Gattenby for Greenville and Ben Howarchuk for the Icemen. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, and all the physical play seconds before that. Nothing doing there, but a little chirping at one another, and you go to box and you feel shame.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, that's the way it works. But now it's 4-on-4. So here we go. We'll see what these teams can do with the extra space.
Brown with a turnaround shot right off the draw. It goes wide, and it comes off the boards all the way into the Jacksonville zone. I don't mind 4-on-4 play. I think Jacksonville thrives in that situation. They're a much quicker team than Greenville. And here comes Brown right through the neutral zone. Onside looking for Cockrell. Cockrell back into the corner for Brown. Tries to tap it loose. It comes free for the Icemen. There is Brown. It is deflected away, comes back to Brown. Shot on net just over the crossbar. Shot towards net, I should say. Pineda holds it in for Harris at the left circle. Speeds into the high slot. Curls back to the blue line. Leaves it for Brown. He's got some room. Tries to step around a man. He'll feed it all the way to the near side wall. Brown all the way to the blue line now. Keeping it in and then out to center ice. Pineda needed to regroup, and the Icemen still with control of the puck. It is Cockrell wristing it in on net. Bednard plays it for Russell off the end boards. It is Tyler Inamoto tapping it up the wall. Freeman with it there. Gives it up to center, and Brandon Fortunato and the Icemen right back. Craig Martin is onside with Luke Lynch. Martin at the right circle. Drops the shoulder, goes behind the net. All the way to the left circle. Centering pass is blocked. It comes back to center. The Icemen with control. 43 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Jacksonville has dominated this 4-on-4 thus far. They've had possession almost the entire time. It is Fortunato onside. Steps around a man. Goes to the backhand. Drop pass. Cutting into the backhand. Unable to get the shot away is Lynch. He gets it back. It is Martin right side for Kislin. Kislin down low. Fortunato behind the Greenville net. Looks for a man to flash towards the top of the crease. He cannot get the pass away. Swamp Rabbits end up with possession. It is Inamoto. Fortunato still trying to dig it loose. Tied up along the boards. 11 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Icemen have the puck. It is Martin at the right circle. Playing it for Fortunato at the half wall. Into the bumper. It is Lynch back for Fortunato. Stopping it back behind the net. Each team gets a man back out on the ice. Jacksonville looked very good in that 4-on-4 as a puck goes off the stick of Lodermeyer and right by backup netminder Charles Williams, just over his head. And we'll have a stoppage, and I believe that if nothing else, it's going to create an offensive zone face-off because of that deflection for Jacksonville.
Yeah, the Icemen had possession for almost the entire length of that 2-minute 4-on-4 session. They were using the space and their speed to the advantage there. Hats off to Greenville for getting the sticks in the lanes a little bit, breaking up some rushes on in. And then, of course, Pavlichev using his size on Fortunato to win one battle. But for the most part, Jacksonville looks pretty good in that situation. So they'll get a chance here now, back 5-on-5 here in the offensive zone.
And the Icemen win another faceoff. It is Matheson Acapelli chipping it for DiGiacinto, who takes another bump from behind, but Jacksonville continues to cycle it along the wall. Greenville strips it free. It is Gattenby trying to get away from Acapelli. He does. Gets it to the blue line, and he'll forehand it into the zone. 1-0 Jacksonville. The Icemen play it out to center. Gattenby nearly gave it up at center. Swamp Rabbits get it back. It is McKechnie behind the Jacksonville net. Lindbaum leaving the puck for Garrett Cockrell. Cockrell up the middle for Lodermeyer. Touch pass for DiGiacinto, and a great break out of the zone from the Icemen as DiGiacinto rims it around all the way to center ice, however, and Greenville trying to catch Jacksonville in a line change. McKechnie cross ice. Good stick there by Brown, not allowing that cross ice look. Puck goes behind the net. Jacksonville possesses. It is Friend up the wall for Lodermeyer, safely out of the zone.
It is a simple, safe play there. Again, the forecheck was coming in pretty aggressive for Greenville. Iceman didn't force anything in the middle. They just kept it to the outside. Soft chip, doesn't go for an icing, forces Greenville to go back and get it, and then you can regroup.
Another bouncing puck to the Jacksonville netminder. Lindbaum gloves it aside. Icemen play it ahead. It is Harris with Brown. 2-on-2. Brown ahead for Harris. Cannot get the shot away. Comes into the right wing corner. Dropping it down low for Brown. Brown behind the net. Backhand feed all the way to the blue line. Theocherda snapshot just over the bar. He's got a great shot. Didn't miss by more than an inch or two. Fortunato at the right point. Loses the handle. Gets it back. Somehow holds the zone. Shot deflects on net. Save is made by Bednard. Rebound is cleared out by Greenville. Good push again from the Icemen as they are bidding for the insurance tally with 5 minutes and change to go in the second period. Greenville with a centering pass. Lindbaum got it with the paddle of his stick. Bouncing to the blue line, the Swamp Rabbits hold the zone. It is Brown into the corner for Jacksonville. Tries to kick it away. He does. It is Tardif up the left wing side. Has Fortunato with him. The Icemen could use a line change. Instead, it goes off the wall. Fortunato got run into a little bit. Some mild interference from Leahy. They let it go, and Greenville plays it up the near side. Onside is Beauchamp. Beauchamp behind the Jacksonville net. all the way to the blue line. It is tipped away by Jacksonville, deflects towards the line, held in the zone. Durad's behind the net, got a piece of it. Kislin rides him right into the glass. Howardchuk tries to dig it free. Centering feed comes all the way to the blue line. Foot race for the puck. Ethan Kapp wins it. Back behind the net. Durad's looks to center. Kislin knocks it free.
Good stick. Get it low on the ice there and break up that pass from the centering feed attempt.
Not out yet, though. It is Kemp. And a penalty behind the play. It's on Greenville. High sticking is the call. Dallas Durad's is going into the penalty box. That is an undisciplined penalty against the Swamp Rabbits as they were pressuring the net, and that is all by the wayside. And now the Icemen have an opportunity on the power play on the back end of this break. They already lead 1-0 on a power play goal. We'll see if they can convert again. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Jacksonville had a tremendous opportunity right off the drop of the puck, a high tip. And Bednar makes the right pad save. Greenville clears out. It is Brandon Fortunato dropping it for Lynch. Brendan Harris with lots of speed takes it over the line for Martin. Martin cuts towards goal, tries to center it, is deflected. Greenville has it, and they will clear out. I believe it was Lynch that got that deflection from the blue line. Bednar had to be sharp. Still a minute 26 to go on this man advantage. It is Fortunato at the red line. Saucer pass for Nazarian. He beats a man, tries to center. Bednar got a piece of it. Martin gets it back, and the Icemen hold it in. Martin at the right circle. On his backhand, drops it into the corner for Fortunato. The defenseman is playing down low. Fortunato leaves it for Nazarian. Back for Fortunato. Martin, left circle, cross ice look. Nazarian, forehand, score! Another power play goal for Aaron Nazarian, and the Icemen on top 2-0. Tremendous vision by Craig Martin to feed Aaron Nazarian on the back door. He had a sharp angle, but he found the range, and the Icemen are on top by a pair. I've got to credit Alex Reed with this one. In the break, Alex Reed said, Arlie, we scored on the power play when I went down for the first intermission. I'm going down now, and we're going to score on this one. And they did. 2-0, Jacksonville with 3:07 to go in the second. And the crowd feeling it right now. And here's Joe Massey with your goal call.
Your second Iceman goal, a power play goal. Scoring his second goal of the game, third goal of the playoffs, number 22, Aaron Nazarian. Assisted by number 29, Craig Martin, and number 74, Brandon Fortunato.
And it was very nearly 3-0 during that announcement. Ryan Bednar made a couple of great saves. And now it's Greenville the other way. It is Kemp, tries to center, finds a man. Shot is blocked by DiGiacinto. Excellent sellout there by number 11 in blue for Jacksonville. Now it's Lodermeyer. Cannot get away from Gattenby. Delayed offside against the Icemen. We will play on as the Swamp Rabbits take it into the offensive end, only to give it right back up. Lodermeyer forehands it in behind the net of Bednard. Bednard tosses it around the boards. Leahy will try the opposite side. Brown barrels in on Irulo. Forces the turnover at the blue line, but Friend couldn't hold the zone. It is loose at center. Jacksonville gets it back. Travis Howe, deep in his own zone now. Works it cross ice for Theocharidis. Right wing it is Brown with time and space. He'll go cross ice for Friend. Friend, top of the circle, wrist shot deflects off glass. Comes right back to Bednard on a tricky bounce off of a stanchion. And Bednard scoops it up on a hop. So it is 2-0 now, Icemen, with 1:43 to go in the second period. Aaron Nazarian with a power play goal in the first period and another one in the second period. Both of them late in each period to provide maybe a little extra momentum as well. Time of that last goal was at 16:57. Draws to the right side of Ryan Bednard. The Icemen have Greenville on the ropes, not just in this game, but in this series. But the Swamp Rabbits have been at their best when facing this kind of adversity in this series too. So still lots of hockey left as the Icemen clear it out. It trickles into the Greenville zone. They're gonna wave off icing. Just not enough steam, and we will play on. It is Inamoto for Greenville. D to D for Russell. Russell steps it ahead. Theocharidis with a good gap on Beauchamp, separating him from the puck as Friend rims it around all the way to Martin. At the blue line, it is blocked. The Icemen get it right back. Theocharidis looks for a man ahead, finds one in Nazarian. Nazarian with both goals tonight for the Icemen. Final minute of play now in period number 2 as Greenville clears it out. Icemen get it right back. Puck deflects all the way to Bednard. He'll stick it aside for Gendron. Long outlet pass. Samoza ahead for McKechnie. Knocked into the glass by Brendan Harris. Good physical play by Harris, but Greenville still has it in the zone. It's Ethan Kapp feeding it down low. Comes all the way around the wall, all the way to the near side where Tardif beats everyone to the puck and takes it softly into the Greenville end. 27 seconds to go in the period. Greenville clears in, but this will be icing against the Swamp Rabbits. And Greenville just cannot muster a whole lot of offense in this one. Last we saw, shots on goal were 10 apiece. Since then, all Icemen. The last 8 shots have belonged to Jacksonville, now out shooting the Swamp Rabbits 18-10. More importantly, they've got a 2-goal cushion, and the draw will be in the Greenville end. If they can score in these final seconds, that could be what does the trick. Harris gets tripped up right off the draw. No call. Greenville does clear out to center. Here they come with Ethan Samoza on the right wing. Defended by Panetta. Defended well at that. Brown plays it behind the net for Garrett Cockrell. 9 seconds to go. Cockrell tries to clear out. It is blocked. Held in the zone still. Cockrell tries to get it back from McKechnie. He does. Tying it up along the board. Smart play. Time expires. And the Icemen have increased their lead from 1-0 to 2-0 after 2 periods of play. Pretty much an exact replay of the first period in the second period. 1 goal for Jacksonville, a power play goal from Aaron Nazarian in the first period, 1 goal in the second period, a power play goal from Aaron Nazarian, both in the final 3 minutes and change of period number 2. Shots on goal through 2 periods. Jacksonville gets 9 more. They had 9 in the first period as well. They have a 2-period total of 18 for the Swamp Rabbits. They get 6 shots on goal. They have a 2-period total of only 10. The Icemen defensively have been stifling tonight, and offensively, they are taking advantage of opportunities. Special teams has been a major contributor to this 2-0 advantage for the Icemen. 2 penalty kills early in the game, and now Jacksonville 2 for 3 on the power play. Their power play has come alive as we bring you back down to ice level in just a moment, where Joe Bassett is going to be introducing Alex Reed.
Now, fans, once again, let's take it over to Alex Reed for our second period intermission report, brought to you by All Pro Heating and Air.
All right, fans, here at Iceman forward, Travis Howe. And Travis, just glad to have you here. Looking at that second period, a pretty good pushback by Greenville at the start, but you guys kind of took control there and took advantage of the power play. Your thoughts on how that second period went?
We just stuck to our game. Like, we're still playing hard hockey, and we're really not giving them anything, so it's working out pretty well for us.
All right, 20 more minutes to go here in this game. Anything you guys need to change here to try to close this out? What's it going to take?
just simple hockey and a lot of noise from the fans here.
That's it. Travis Howe said it. Make some noise next period. This is your second intermission report.
Thank you so much, Reader, and to Travis as well. He wants some noise. Oh, he certainly is getting some right now. It is a 2-0 lead for the Icemen after 2 periods of play. Jacksonville has 20 minutes separating them from the South Division Finals and a rematch potentially with last year's South Division Finals and the Florida Everblades. We'll be back in a moment. We will talk about the Florida Everblades and their first round series win over the South Carolina Stingrays. It's 2-0 Icemen after 2 periods of play over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are between periods 2 and 3. Great start from Jacksonville. Defensively, they are stifling the Greenville Swamp Rabbits thus far, holding them to only 10 shots on net through the first 40 minutes. Offensively, they're playing very well. Timely offense, taking advantage of special teams opportunities. A pair of power play goals from Aaron Nazarian, and Jacksonville leads this one 2-0 with 20 minutes to go. If the Icemen win this one tonight, they will advance to the South Division Finals for the second consecutive year, and also for the second consecutive year, they would then face the Florida Everblades. Yes, Florida, despite being the 4 seed, does win their first round matchup against the number 1 seed South Carolina Stingrays. They won that series 4-2, winning a pair of games in overtime, including the series clincher last night, 2-1 on Joe Pendenza's overtime goal in Charleston. But as Alex and I addressed in the first intermission, is there really an upset in the South Division? I would say no. All 4 teams that made the playoffs from the South, all very capable of making a run. And the Icemen, if nothing else, should be pleased with the fact that they will be having home ice advantage again in the second round should they advance again and finish this off in the third period. We'll try and give you a schedule on that if possible before this game is done, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, obviously, so nothing to report on just yet. But we can tell you right now that Florida is awaiting the winner of this series. They are in. They're going to get at least 1 extra day of rest as well, possibly an extra 2 days if Greenville has anything to say about it. But Florida, as the number 4 seed, they are the only team thus far in the Kelly Cup playoffs who won their first round as the lower seed. Everybody else, it was the team with home ice advantage that won their first round matchup. Of course, there is still one other matchup left to be decided. That is between the Cincinnati Cyclones and Fort Wayne Comets. And as we look at the scoreboard, look out for Cincinnati. They have 2 games left at home to try and close it out, but it's not going well for them tonight. They also could have closed them out in Fort Wayne in Game 5. Cincinnati led that series 3-1, but Fort Wayne got the victory in Game 5 of that series, winning it 3-2. And now in Cincinnati, early in the second period, but the Comets have extended their lead to 2-0, same score that we have here. So the Comets are certainly not going away. And should they win that one tonight and hold on, then you're talking about Cincinnati maybe feeling some pressure as they would be going from 3-1 ahead in the series to a pivotal and deciding Game 7. That's what Fort Wayne is trying to force tonight, and right now they're doing a good job of it, leading 2-0. We will take another break and return in a few minutes. Jacksonville leads this one by the same score. It's 2-0 Icemen with the third period up ahead. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are between periods 2 and 3. Thank you so much for being with us tonight and always. It is 2-0. The Jacksonville Icemen have the lead over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Aaron Nazarian, a power play goal in the first period. Aaron Nazarian, a power play goal in the second period. And as we bring Alex Reed back in, right now they are playing a near perfect opening 40 minutes of this contest.
Yeah, they really are. And they're playing just a simple game here, more defensively structured, which we know that they like to be, but it was, they really are just trying to make certain they're making the right plays. That they're really paying attention to the details of their game and making certain that there's no mistakes, especially in their own end. And they're getting their chances, they're getting their opportunities. And honestly, Arlie, in any big game and any close game in the playoffs, special teams playing a big part. And the Icemen now with 2 power play goals, if I'm not mistaken now.
Yes.
So I was downstairs. Seems like every time there's a power play, I'm just going to run downstairs. But the way it's worked out today, Aaron Nazarian with a couple of tallies. So we'll see how this plays out. A big 20 minutes here, there's no doubt about it, for Jacksonville. And I say that, Arlie, because the Icemen in this series, they've been outscored 10-4 in the third period. So they've got to continue to play like they're doing, in the first two periods, and I think they'll be fine. But this has been a period where Greenville has kind of become alive, I guess, and it just takes one spark for them to get them going. The Icemen got to make certain that doesn't happen, that the next spark is in their favor.
There is work to be done for sure. Greenville, they have not gone away all series long. I would not expect them to go away now, as the Icemen still have 20 minutes to go to finish this one off. And by the way, Reader, I need to let you know that I did give you full on-air credit for your off-air comment to me about going down there for the power play goal.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You were all over that, saying they always, I went down in the first period and we scored. I'm going to do it again right now.
So the first one was I saw on the monitor. The second one, I heard the horn go off in the elevator down. So, hey, it was a great sound, music to my ears. Just glad it happened.
Third period about to start. It's time to start a riot in Jacksonville. The Icemen have 20 minutes separating them from the South Division Finals, leading 2-0. This game and this series are not over yet. They have played exceptionally well, especially on defense tonight. Olaf Lindbaum, when called upon, has made some key saves, especially early in that second period. Specialty teams, a major factor in this one. Jacksonville 2 for 2 on the penalty kill, 2 for 3 on the power play. Those are the only goals of this contest. Face-off set at center ice. Swamp Rabbits control. They play it into the Jacksonville end right at the blue line. Garrett Cockrell rubs out Anthony Beauchamp, and the Icemen will be called for icing just 9 seconds in. And the draw will come to the, I believe, the right side of Olaf Lindbaum, although Greenville technically gets the option to choose which face-off circle they go from.
Yeah, I think it's a rule they put in just a couple of years ago where you could choose which side you want to take the face-off. And obviously, if it's more of a better matchup, your better face-off guys left-handed, you might put him at the left circle there, which I think is what Andrew Lord's going with here with a pretty good player in Nikita Pavlichev.
Luke Lynch, a right-handed shot, but because it was on that face-off dot, he actually went cross-handed and took that face-off like a lefty. That's the kind of thing that you're looking at when you're kind of on your off circle on a face-off. Jacksonville did win it, though. Lynch did, and he cleared it out of the zone, and they're going to call offside now against Greenville. Brett Kemp thought that he had kept the puck out of the offensive zone, but the linesmen feel otherwise.
He tried to mask that one and bring it back, but the winger already went into the zone, so it was the right call. And offside whistle here against Greenville. The Icemen can regroup.
It is Derek Lodermeyer on the faceoff against Nikita Pavlichev. Tied up along the Jacksonville bench. The Swamp Rabbits take it into the zone. Going to the forehand side is Kemp. That shot is blocked. Great play by Cristiano Di Jacinto. Comes loose into the corner. Jacob Friend jabs at it. Di Jacinto cannot clear it out yet, but it comes loose for the Icemen. Acapelli softly out to center ice. Nothing fancy here from Jacksonville, but you do not want to give Greenville any life whatsoever. Pavlichev goes cross ice. Out to center, Jacksonville with a steal. It is Lodermeyer into the zone. He can't handle it. Russell knocked it free from him. Pavlichev for Irulo, and Greenville breaks out of their end. It is Beauchamp forehanding in. Friend first to the puck. On his backhand side, avoids some pressure. Spins away from Irulo and a turnover. Steal by Such, forehand, score. Greenville is on the board. Carter Such with the steal, and he goes posting in. Just 1:17 into the third period. Swamp Rabbits are on the board, and it's a 2-1 contest.
Well, I was just saying, the Icemen cannot allow any mistakes in their own zone. They've been so good at that but that was a mistake in their own zone. It led to a turnover in not a very fun area if you're a defenseman or a goaltender. And right there in between the middle, and Carter Such roofing that shot and now giving his team that spark we were talking about. And the Icemen now have been outscored 11-4 here, Arlie, in this series in the third period. It's just something about the third that's been haunting them. But hey, they still have the lead. They just got to go out there and make sure they make the next big blast here in this game.
They would certainly love to get that insurance goal right back, but they still are on top. Lots of time left in this hockey game. Jacksonville has the puck in their own zone. Trying to play it to the blue line. Greenville holds the zone again. And here comes their pressure. Icemen break it free. It is Kislin up the right wing wall. Such got a piece of that one as well, but not enough to keep it in that time. Icemen get it at center ice. Brown will forehand it in behind the net of Bednard. Bednard sweeping it into the corner. Inamoto up the wall, held in at the blue line. Shot deflected into the corner. Cockrell activates from the blue line. He keeps it in, but his centering feed is deflected over the glass and out, and Cockrell is down on the play. Gets back up slowly, but he appears to be okay as he took a big lick just as he released the puck.
Yeah, I like to see, I believe it was Inamoto there who was just checking on him, making certain that he was all right, just kind of say, hey, man, are you okay? I know these guys go to war and they go to a battle there, but he took a big-time hit. Inamoto was actually concerned a little bit about Cockrell, so very classy move there by Inamoto.
Icemen do get an offensive zone draw. It is Lynch losing it to McKechnie, and Greenville plays it out to center. They are first to the puck as well. It is Somoza trying to go wide on Cockrell. Ethan Somoza behind the net into the corner for Young. Young back behind the goal. The Icemen are on it first that time. Ben Howarchuk sends it ahead for Nazarian all by himself. Nothing developed. He'll play it into the Greenville end. Swamp Rabbits right back off the glass and out into Jacksonville's end. No icing here. Kislin dropping the puck for Tardif. Kislin gets it back on a redirect. Got spun around. Comes to the far side. Couple men go down, and the Icemen are able to play it all the way to the red line, at least out to center. Now they get the turnover at center. Tardif flying into the zone. Snapshot just over the crossbar. DiGiacinto holds it in. Kislin at the right point. Back for DiGiacinto. Sharp angle shot goes well wide, and it goes by Fortunato and all the way out. Lindbaum leaving the puck for Brandon Fortunato. Fortunato behind his own net. Just 3 minutes gone by in this third period. The Icemen lead has gone down to 2-1. It is Lodermeyer from center ice. He'll play it in deep. Tardif gives chase. Good hit on Cap, but Greenville stick handles out of their end. It is Gendron. Kemp tries to deflect it in. The Icemen deflect it right back out. Bounces high for Tardif. Tardif over the blue line. That is offside. Derek Lodermeyer was in ahead. Looked like the Icemen had something going there, but Lodermeyer didn't quite time that one properly.
No, I don't think he was expecting the drop there, and I think he was hoping to go towards the net, and hopefully Tardif would set him up, but it was the right play by Tardif because the forward or the defender was closing the gap on him, so that was the only place he could place it, and Lodemeyer came in just a little bit early. Really liked the Tardif's game, though. I mean, it's great to see him back here. We know what he can do from an offensive standpoint there. Just love to watch him, play hard and heavy at times with some checks.
There's Brown playing hard and heavy on Bobby Russell with a big check as Greenville plays it in deep. Beauchamp first to the puck. Behind the net, centering pass, picked off. Good read by Jacob Panetta, and he starts the attack with Brown. Brown back for Panetta. Inamoto knocked it free from him. He'll play it off the glass out to center. Here comes Greenville. They have a 2-on-1. Beauchamp looking for Pavlichev. Couldn't get it there. It was well defended by Cockrell defensively, and the Icemen now back in transition with Martin chipping it in, looking for Harris behind the Greenville net. Russell tries to tap it free for the Swamp Rabbits. They got it to center, but Jacksonville back in control. Kislin from the right wing. He'll rim it around. Such will reverse it. Finds Irulo. Right up the middle. Sets ahead a 2-on-1 again. Such with Freeman. Such tries to center. Freeman is there, but he couldn't shoot the puck. He gets it back behind the net. Fortunato that time was there defensively on a great read. Freeman tries to cut towards goal. Poke checked by Harris. Greenville gets it back. They are buzzing right now. It is Such to the blue line. One-timer. Save is made. Rebound for the Icemen. It is Fortunato skating it out of further harm's way. Flipping it up the right wing. He finds Nazarian. Nazarian into the corner. Behind the Greenville net now and around the boards. Such gets it back. The Icemen after giving up almost nothing for the first 2 periods. They've given up a couple of odd man rushes plus a couple of turnovers. Still 2-1, Jacksonville on top. 5 minutes gone by in this third period. The Icemen again unable to clear out. Look out as it goes into the crowd on a deflection. Looked like it went off a chair right between a couple of ladies about 4 rows up. Everybody seems to be okay with 14:55 to go. Not the start that you wanted here in this third period, Rita.
No, it really wasn't. And, you know, we were just giving so much praise to the Icemen for the way they played in their own end in the first 2 periods, which was great. Don't get me wrong. We were, you know, they deserved that effort there. But we knew the third period they had to continue that here. Obviously, the 60-minute game here, and they've been giving up some opportunities here. I don't know really what to credit to other than Greenville. They're not going to go away. And but the odd man rushes, those are things you can control. Just got to make sure you're not forcing anything and everyone's being accountable and getting back.
Now a penalty coming up on the Icemen. It's a delayed call. Swamp Rabbits have it. Cap with a shot on net. Save is made by Lindbaum, and Greenville will have their third power play of the night with 14:35 to go in the third period. What did you say at the end of Game 5, Reader? The Icemen in the most Icemen way possible? I believe that we are experiencing deja vu all over again right now.
Yeah, I said in Game 5, the Icemen win it in the most Icemen way possible. And really, you know, it's so true. This team, they can't do anything the easy way. They do it their way, and they find ways. That's not, you know, that's been kind of the mantra of this team. It's not always the best. It's not always pretty or recommended, but they do find a way, and they're going to be asked to do it here right now as things getting a little interesting here in the third period. Their 2-goal lead now down to 1.
Greenville wins the draw. Kemp, left circle, fanned on his shot. He lost sight of the puck. Puck is in the corner. Jacksonville collects it. They will clear it. Cockrell gets a clear. He's paired defensively with Jacob Panetta. Craig Martin and Luke Lynch are your penalty killers. Greenville back in their own end. It is Gendron with a drop pass for Irulo. He accelerates through the neutral zone. Drifting to the left, man falls down. Irulo has a step. Save made by Lindbaum, and the rebound cleared away. Lindbaum got it with the left pad as a man fell down for Jacksonville, and that's the last guy in Alex Irulo that you want to give that kind of space to.
Without question, Iceman, player kind of slipped on a banana peel there and went down and left an open lane there for one of the most dangerous players in the league in Alex Irulo.
Jacksonville gets another clear out. Still 1:06 to go on the power play. Greenville at center ice. It's Irulo for Pavlichev. They're 2 big guns. Pavlichev takes it behind the Jacksonville net to the circle and then to the blue line for Cap. Back to the right circle, it is Pavlichev. Snapshot, save made by Lindbaum with the left shoulder. Rebound for Kislin. Can't clear it out yet. He wasn't in a spot to even attempt to clear it out. Comes to the left circle. Kemp, snapshot. Lindbaum, his best of the night. Glove save just over his pad level, and he keeps the Icemen on top.
What a phenomenal save there by Lindbaum. I mean, Kemp, who I think has been one of the better players in a series for Greenville, cuts on in. We know he's dangerous, and just inside the circle there, unleashed a shot, but a great glove positioning there to catch that one cleanly. Kind of almost going down into the splits. And yeah, he definitely did. Caught that one.
Rabbits critical face-off. Jacksonville wins it. Can they clear it? Lynch at the blue line. Yes, he does. He lost his stick in the process. No call. I think he just lost it in the form of a collision, but he did get the job done and did get it out of the zone. 29 seconds left on the power play. Greenville right back in. Clean entry. Right point and then cross ice for Young. Has some space at the left circle. Plays it to the half wall for Such. Seam pass. Connects. It goes to Cap now at the blue line. High tip in front. It goes wide. Panetta slaps it around the boards. Greenville holds it in. Cap, center point to the right side for Somoza. Seam pass for Such. On his backhand, it is blocked in front and cleared out by the Icemen. That'll do it on the power play. The Icemen 3 for 3 on the penalty kill as Lodermeyer is out of the penalty box. Team skate 5-on-5 with 12:28 to go in the third period. Icemen still on top, 2-1.
Big time penalty kill there for the Icemen. We talked about the special teams battles. So far they're winning it here, both on the penalty kill. Another penalty, they're gonna have to do it again. Another penalty coming up here on that hit on the near side wall from Thea Charitis. Well, the Icemen just can't sometimes get out of their own way from penalties in the third period. They just continue to give opportunities for Greenville. A hit there on the board. You know, it's tough, but you know, it did look like the player there was just kind of turned his back, and they're gonna call that every time.
So the Icemen back to the penalty kill. They're being outshot 6-0 in this period, and Greenville goes back to the power play. Icemen nursing this 2-1 lead with 12:15 to go in the third period. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. The Icemen just killed off a penalty. They will have to kill another one. Tim Theocharidis gets called for boarding just 20 seconds after Derek Lodermeyer's penalty had expired. Face off in the Icemen zone, Swamp Rabbits control. Gendron to the right circle for Irulo, defended by Howarchuk. Indirect feedback for Gendron. Wrist shot in the screen, bounces towards goal. Save is made, rebound is loose right at the top of the crease. Greenville has it. Lindbaum! Save of the year to keep the Icemen on top. You couldn't ask for a more pressure-packed save, and Olaf Lindbaum somehow denies Greenville and keeps Jacksonville in the lead.
Oh, let me pick my jaw up the table here, Arlie. Unbelievable wide open look for Irulo on the backside, and Olaf Lindbaum, his spine like a slinky, able to keep that one out somehow. And the fans seeing the replay there. And Olaf Lindbaum, remember that save, Arlie.
And I believe that was on, who was the man who had that shot? Was that Irulo?
It was.
Just the third leading scorer in the entire league that he stopped there. So the Icemen stay on top by the slimmest of margins. Greenville wins another face-off, though. Still plenty of time on their power play. It's Pavlichev behind the Jacksonville net. Kemp, left circle, up high for Gendron. Cross ice it is Irulo. Irulo saucing it back to Gendron at the right point. Irulo again, far half board. Seam pass for Kemp. Has some space, he'll score. It deflected on the way. And it went through the legs of Lindbaum. Fortunato got a piece of it, but Kemp gets the goal. And we are tied up 2-2 on Brett Kemp's first goal of the postseason.
Arlie, just too many chances. The Icemen have just given Greenville way too many chances here in this period, and there's something about the third period that's kind of given this team troubles. Greenville, they're not a no-quit team here, and they get another chance on the power play. The Icemen have been great on the penalty kill. There's no doubt about it, but how many chances are you going to give these elite scoring guys here on Greenville an opportunity? And they have tied this game up at 2, and they have grabbed the momentum now in the game.
They have outshot the Icemen 9-0 in this third period. And the Icemen have got to find a way to get momentum back. Puck go into the Greenville zone. Jacksonville trying to keep the play moving. Greenville clears it out. That goes into the crowd. Is that going to be a delay of game? They're going to talk about whether it hit the glass or whether it was a deflection. There will be a consultation amongst the officials as to whether it's a delay of game against Greenville or not. All 4 officials are huddling up.
DiGiacinto knows he's got a call on this one. He wants it to, he knows what it should be, and they're going to say deflection.
So no penalty to Greenville. And the crowd again voicing their displeasure. Right now, the Icemen have got to find a way to wrestle momentum back. Derek Lodermeyer on the faceoff with Cristiano DiGiacinto and Matheson Acapelli. Very heavy line out there right now for the Icemen, but Greenville controls it. It is Leahy for Freeman. His pass is deflected out to center. The Icemen get it back on the turnover. It's Acapelli trying to flip it ahead. It goes into the opposite corner. DiGiacinto cycling it for Lodermeyer. He's held up by Gattenby. 2-on-2 along the boards. Just behind the net of Bednard. Lodermeyer tries to kick it loose for Acapelli. Tried to play it all the way to the blue line. He didn't get enough on it. And Greenville clears it out to center ice. Theocharidis in a heavy collision, wins the collision, sends ahead Lodermeyer, trying to split the defense. He'll take it into the right wing corner, leaving it for DiGiacinto. Centering pass picked off, but taken back by the Icemen. DiGiacinto in the high slot, tries to play it in front. It goes behind the net. Tried to just get a deflection in front. Back to the blue line. DiGiacinto unable to hold the zone this time. Good bounce back shift there from Jacksonville to try and wrestle at least a little bit of momentum back. But Greenville is feeling awful good about their game right now. Now tied 2-2, just about halfway through this third period. It is Martin for the Icemen. For Brown. Couldn't handle the pass. Swamp Rabbits get it back inside their own line. Inamoto. Indirect feed for Kemp. He couldn't handle it. The Icemen take over. It is Fortunato with some speed. Off the boards for Brown. He'll forehand in. Russell takes it right back out to center. Pavlichev first to the puck. Greenville into the zone with Pavlichev onside. Saucer pass, shot deflected behind the net. Kislin backhands it up the wall for Brown. Brown's got plenty of time to skate out. Down to 9:32 to go. Onside of the Icemen, Harris will slam it around the boards. Cockrell just onto the ice. The defenseman first to the puck, trying to keep it moving behind the net. Greenville with it there, chipping it off glass at the blue line. Fortunato keeps it in. Looking for Harris into the corner. Harris tries to spin away from Inamoto. Looks for some separation. Leaves it for Fortunato. Fortunato, good dance move. Wrister goes wide. Off the end boards, it is Cockrell with a centering pass. Comes off the boards and back to the near side. It is Cockrell. Cockrell tries to spin away from Beauchamp. Backhands it on net. Bednard wants a face-off. He'll cover it up. And we will go to break with 8:56 to go. Greenville, with a pair of goals in this third period, have come from 2-0 down to even the score at 2. You're listening to Jacksonville Iceman Hockey.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
With Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits, who had 10 shots on goal through 2 periods, have 9 shots on goal in the first 11 minutes of this third period, including their first 2 goals of the night. It is a 2-2 hockey game. Jacksonville trying to close out this series, and Greenville is not making it easy. And now the Icemen have got to find a way to regain the lead in this one. Faceoff is in the Greenville zone. Jacksonville wins it. Theocharidis, left point. Wrister is deflected into the corner. Lynch first on it off the end boards. Tries to feed it to the line. Jacob Friend backhands it up the boards. Freeman gets it. He clears it. This is icing against the Swamp Rabbits. We'll bring it right back to with 8:41 to go in the third. The one good thing right now that I see from Jacksonville is at least they have responded to the second goal. But again, 2 costly penalties for Jacksonville, the second of which resulted in the game-tying goal from Greenville. And now the Icemen just trying to regain momentum in the third. But it's anybody's game now, as Justin Nockbar plays it in deep. Jacob Friend rims it around. Howarchuk tries to clear. Turnover held in by Greenville. Turnaround shot is blocked by Theocharidis. That was a big block as the Icemen play it out to center ice. Still loose at center. Gerads has it for Greenville. He'll play it in deep. Let's go Icemen, the chant from the crowd as Jacksonville plays it up the wall. Nazarian off the boards from center. Leahy drives it back into the corner. Friend off the boards and out again. Loose in the neutral zone, and the Icemen get the turnover. Here comes Tardif. He's got Lodermeyer with him. Can he pass it to him? Just out of his reach. Lodermeyer back behind the net for Tardif. Tardif for Lodermeyer. Tries to feed it to the blue line. Kislin holds it in, finds Tardif at the right circle. In the slot, DiGiacinto slap shot. Great save by Bednard. I think he got it with a shaft of his stick. Icemen still with it. Fortunato to the left circle for DiGiacinto. His shot is deflected, goes into the opposite corner. Colton Young spins away from Lodermeyer, cuts right in front of his goal. Spelled on the play. No call, and the Icemen get the turnover. It is Tardif in the right wing corner. Turns to his forehand. Turns back to his backhand. Tries to get away from Leahy. Back to his forehand. Tardif finds some space in the slot. Forehand, and it's blocked into the corner. Tardif gets it right back. He's all over the place right now. Tardif behind the Greenville net. Spilled on the play. No call. We will play on. Icemen still with it. Lodermeyer wraparound. Couldn't get it to go. Kislin at the left circle. To his forehand side. Goes cross ice for Fortunato. All Jacksonville here. Fortunato with a wrister and a heavy screen. Never reached the net. DiGiacinto tries to get it back. Greenville finally comes away with the puck. Here comes Colton Young to center ice. 2-on-2 are the Swamp Rabbits. Young into the left wing corner. Fortunato stands him up. Well done defensively. Greenville still keeps it in. They'll poke it to the opposite wing where the Icemen are first to the puck. It is Harris. Harris tries to get away from a couple of men on the forecheck. Kislin is there to help him out. He'll try the opposite side. Now it's Greenville's turn offensively. It is Young behind the net. Harris with a good step up. Great angle taken defensively by Harris. And here comes Jacksonville. It is Harris to the blue line, no further. Greenville steals and clears to center. Icemen back with it at center ice. It is Martin, stick up high, penalty coming. It's going to be a power play for Jacksonville. The only question is whether it's 2 minutes or 4 minutes. Martin goes to the bench, and I believe
Yeah, he got clipped pretty good.
I believe this is going to be a 4-minute power play. It is. It's a double minor. And I'll tell you what, one other thing about that, if you're looking at it about a second before the high stick, was the officials missed a hand pass against the Icemen. Brendan Harris touched the puck with his glove to Martin. They let that go, and then literally about a second later is a stick up high on Martin. And the Icemen, while certainly it was a penalty, I think they may have caught a break that the whistle didn't blow a second earlier.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So another player going into the box right now. And it's a 4-minute penalty here, Arlie, and the Iceman power play. They've been able to strike twice. This is their opportunity right now, Arlie.
2 for 3 with the man advantage. There's only 6:06 left in regulation. As Jacksonville tries to regain the lead as we are moving down to the nitty-gritty of this third period. The Icemen will start with Derek Lodermeyer, Cristiano DiGiacinto, and Ben Tardif up front. Tardif on his last shift was all over the offensive end.
Oh, was he ever.
Christopher Brown at the blue line along with Tim Theocharidis. Face off to the right of Ryan Bednard. Greenville wins it. They've got time. They will clear it. All the way down to Lindbaum. He'll leave the puck for Tim Theocharidis.
Iceman won't have Martin, at least for the time being here on the first part of this power play. So he had to go off the ice there for a little bit of a look inside the tunnel.
Tardif into the zone, clean entry in. Up high for Theocharidis at the left point. Right side it is Brown at the circle. Plays it off the boards for Theocharidis. Left side, Tardif has some space. Back for Theocharidis, couldn't one-time it. He'll feed it for Tardif instead. Theocharidis gets it back left side. To the right for Brown. At the circle. Down low. Centering feed. Deflected towards goal. It is still loose. Theocharidis couldn't get the shot away, and the whistle blows.
Oh.
I believe the officials lost sight of the puck again.
Yeah, they did. And then Theocharidis was right on the front door with all that traffic, and he had a chance down low to get a shot off there. But again, the rule is the official loses sight of it. They are to blow the play dead, but it was right there in front of the pads, and then it kind of came out, and it was jammed out nicely there by the Iceman. And then, Theocharidis, short side, with the goaltender down. That's just too bad for Jacksonville.
Theocharidis actually fanned on the shot.
Yeah, I think he fanned on it. You're right. He had the look, but it was almost too good to be true there. Martin is back out there.
Wow, that was fast. So no dental work apparently, at least not for the moment. Still 3:18 to go on this double minor power play for Jacksonville. Greenville wins the faceoff again. Colton Young will snap it all the way down to Lindbaum, who will steer it into the corner. Aaron Nazarian has both goals for the Icemen tonight, both on the power play. He is on the ice right now. Jacksonville through center. Harris for Lynch. To the blue line, finds Nazarian. Right circle, cuts to the middle. Trailer is Martin. Score! It's a Marty party! And the Icemen have regained the lead with 5 minutes to go in the third period. 3-2, Jacksonville.
Craig Martin takes the high stick and the chops there, heads down the tunnel, gets a quick repair, gets out there on the second shift of the power play, and he scores the go-ahead marker on the first half of the power play, Arlie, as the Icemen will remain on the man advantage. But Craig Martin, they dropped it to him right there in between the circles, and Craig Martin with the big tally and a nice celly there to boot. You're right, Arlie. It's definitely a Marty party here on this first half of the power play.
What a snipe from Craig Martin, as the Icemen are on top 3-2, and Reeder, excellent observation that was the first half of that power play.
Yep.
There's only 5 minutes left in this game, and Jacksonville is still on the power play for 2 more minutes. That is valuable, honestly, whether they score or not.
Right, yeah, exactly. Now that they have the lead, at the very least, you can kill off 2 more minutes in the game as long as you play it right. Or you're on the power play still because you scored on the first half of the double minor, and now you could try to get that insurance goal here. So we'll see how the Icemen decide to play. Either way, it's good for them here, at least for the next 2 minutes. But Craig Martin, the guy that scored a lot of goals here for this organization in his 4th year, comes up big at a big time here on the power play.
And Jacksonville right back to the man advantage. Exactly 5 minutes to go. As Greenville plays it in deep, here's Joe Massa again with your goal call.
Power play goal scored by number 29, Craig Martin. Assisted by number 22, Aaron Nazarian, and number 9, Luke Lynch. Time of the goal, 15 minutes.
Jacksonville back on the power play. They're looking for more. It's Tardif up high for Brown at the right point. Cross ice for Theocharidis. Wrister in a screen, deflected wide by Lodermeyer. It comes to the corner for Greenville. They'll clear it to center ice. Smart play by Theocharidis to let it go for Brown. Otherwise, it would have been a hand pass. Jacksonville still has 1:20 to go on the power play. Unforced bad pass from Jacksonville, but they get it right back behind their own net. It is a Theocharidis at center ice. Got it to the blue line, tries to glove it ahead to himself. He does for DiGiacinto. Jacksonville into the zone. Left circle, it is Tardif. Tardif underneath for DiGiacinto. Tardif gets it right back to the blue line for Theocharidis. Right side, it is Brown. Brown up high for Theocharidis. For Tardif at the left circle. Seam pass for Brown. He has to take it off the boards. Brown at the top of the circle. Wrist shot, and a save is made. Bednard snatches it with the glove as Brown was trying to give the Icemen the insurance marker that they had to start this period.
Yeah. Well, a good shot there by Christopher Brown. Good placement. Bednar got the glove there. That was actually pretty well hit shot that time, but Bednar was all over it with the glove. That one had some zip on it. As soon as it went, the glove kind of knocked his hand back a little bit, the momentum, but good stop there. Good puck movement by the Icemen. 43 seconds to go here on the penalty time.
Draws to the left of Bednard. Jacksonville changes up their power play unit. They win this face-off. It is Fortunato, center point. Behind the back pass for Harris, near side half boards. Harris takes the shot. It is blocked. Gets it back. He kicks it to Fortunato. Icemen hold it in. They still have 30 seconds left on the power play. Harris at the half boards. Down low for Nazarian. Nazarian with a 3-point night tonight. He had the primary assist on Martin's go-ahead tally. Ethan Kapp for Greenville tries to clear. It is blocked. Inamoto gets it back. He will slam it the length of the ice. That should just about do it on the power play, but the Icemen got the one that they needed the most. 8 seconds left on the power play. It is Fortunato through the neutral zone. Goes wide on the man. He's onside. Going coast to coast is Fortunato. Up to the blue line. Cockerell is there. Left side for Harris. Teams are at 5-on-5. Fortunato, forehand. Save is made. Rebound is loose. And the Icemen cannot pick it up on the doorstep. It comes to the far side. DiGiacinto for Nazarian. The Icemen keeping the pressure on here with 2:45 to go in the game. Greenville clears out. Panetta hustles after it. Beats a man to it. Feeds it cross ice for Cockerell. Cockerell softly into the zone. He tried to get to the center ice to play it in deep. He couldn't do it. Very effective play just to play it in. Greenville with it at center ice. It is Pavlichev onside. Soft shot on net. Lindbaum sticks it into the corner, and a bad pass from Greenville. It goes all the way back into their own zone. Bednard still in net. He'll leave it for McKechnie. The Swamp Rabbits in their own end. Howardchuk defending on Gattenby. Greenville gets it to the blue line. They are onside. Centering feed picked off there by Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen. It is Howardchuk with speed, trying to create a 2-on-1 with Martin. Howardchuk centering pass goes behind the net off a skate. It nearly redirected into the net. Howardchuk gets it right back. Centering pass. Martin cannot get the shot away. He'll spin away from a man, killing valuable time. Goal mouth pass goes wide. Slap shot. Save is made. Irulo up high on the rebound. It comes back to the blue line, and the Icemen get it right back. Kislin slams it into the zone. We're down to 1:37 to go in the game. Jacksonville leads 3-2. Greenville with a long pass to center ice, picked off by the Icemen. Played back into Greenville's end. It is Ethan Kapp dropping it for Brett Kemp. We're down to 1:20 to go in the game. Jacksonville clinging to this 1-goal lead. Swamp Rabbits play it in. Kislin first to the puck. Tying it up along the corner. Bednard is out to the bench. 6 skaters on for the Swamp Rabbits with 1:08 to go in the contest. Jacksonville has the puck tied up in the corner to the right side of Olaf Lindbaum. They're killing off a solid 10-15 seconds right now. It's still pinned up along the kick plates. Finally squirts loose, and the Icemen come away with it. They'll clear it out. Foot race for the puck. Nazarian for the hat trick. Sharp angle. He doesn't have the angle. He'll take it behind the net instead. 44 seconds to go. The Icemen in front. Brown, score! The crowd is going berserk as the Icemen put this one on ice on Christopher Brown's first goal of the playoffs with 40.9 seconds to go. Jacksonville on top, 4-2.
I'm just going to let the crowd take it, Arlie. What a swing of momentum here.
A wild third period. Give Greenville all the credit in the world for their battle back, but the resolve of the Icemen has been there all year long, and it's never been more present than in the final 10 minutes of this one tonight. Here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Scored by number 10, Christopher Brown. Assisted by number 11, Cristiano Di Jacinto. And number 22, Era Nazarian. Time of the goal, 19 minutes and 19 seconds.
Thank you, Joe. Good to see Christopher Brown get his first tally. 6 assists as well for Christopher Brown in these playoffs, but you always want to get one in the net. Unselfish play by Cristiano Di Jacinto to tap the puck to Brown, who had the opening. And it took everything for the Icemen to get this one done, but they're 36 seconds away from advancing. Puck is in the Jacksonville end. Olaf Lindbaum leaving the puck for Jacob Panetta. Panetta around the wall. It's not out yet, but he gets it right back. Flips it high into the air, deflected to the blue line. Greenville holds it in. Wrist shot is deflected into the corner. 21 seconds to go. Cockrell unable to clear. It is Young trying to center. Panetta with his steal. He can't clear it either. Centering pass is blocked. 12 seconds to go. Puck rolls to Lindbaum. He will cover it up. And the faceoff will be to his left with 9.4 seconds to go. One last face-off to the left of Olaf Lindbaum. Only had to face 19 shots. After that goal from Greenville, Reader, at the 8:30 mark, they were out shooting Jacksonville 9-0 in this period. Since that goal, 0 shots on net for the Swamp Rabbits.
Oh, what a response, huh, for Jacksonville.
That's 11.5 minutes as the puck is down, clock is winding down, puck is in the corner. Jacksonville will advance to the South Division Finals. They have defeated the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 4-2 in the game, 4-2 in the series. And we have a rematch of last year's South Division Finals on tap. It'll be the Jacksonville Icemen and Florida Everblades battling it out for the championship of the South Division.
And the Icemen hop over the boards, and they go and they congratulate their goaltender, Olaf Lindbaum, in his playoff debut as a starter, let's say, his first start in the postseason. And boy, oh boy, did he make some big-time saves in that third period and throughout the contest. But the fans coming to their feet here in appreciation of this team's effort here tonight. And the handshake out at center ice. And I'll tell you what, these two teams, they are just about as equally matched as it could come, really. And this Greenville team has absolutely zero quit in them at all. And at no point in all three games in which the Icemen either took big leads or had leads, Greenville either pulled within one and made it interesting, or in this case, they tied it up here today only momentarily, and the Icemen taking advantage of special teams, which played a big role here in this outcome here today. But the handshakes out at center ice right now. Andrew Lord, the head coach of the Swamp Rabbits. His team with a lot of fight in them. And round two coming up here, beginning on Saturday here in this building. We'll get you the full schedule here in just a moment. But the handshake still taking place right now, as lots of hugs and handshakes being exchanged right now. Olaf Lindbaum just shook the hand of Ryan Bednard. Now the Greenville players heading over to the officials, giving them some handshakes as well. They see these guys all season long. But Irulo, Brendan Harris, they shake hands. And the coaches are moments away from embracing one another. Olaf Lindbaum, the last player in the handshake for the Icemen. Brandon Maschenter shaking the hands there of the head coach, Andrew Lord. Nick Luco finishes it off there as well. The handshake is complete, one of the great traditions here, and now the fans get the curtain call here as the Icemen salute their fans, this great crowd tonight. But your Jacksonville Icemen, they're headed to the second round once again, and they're taking on an old foe, the nemesis from Estero, Florida, the Florida Everblades, starting this Saturday and Sunday right here in downtown Jacksonville. Saturday's game, 7 p.m. for game one. Game number 2 will take place on Sunday here in this building at 5 p.m. Then there'll be 3 games in Estero, and then games 6 and 7, if necessary, will take place back here in Jacksonville as well. But boy, oh boy, did the roof blow off this place when Craig Martin scored that go-ahead marker, and Chris Brown's empty netter to get some insurance here in this hockey game. But a great effort here, a 4-2 victory for Jacksonville, and a 4-2 series win against a Greenville club that never surrendered. Here's your defensive player of the game.
35, Olaf Lindbaum.
Yeah, Olaf Lindbaum made some big saves. He's your defensive player of the game, and he tosses the t-shirt.
Don't go very far, because now let's meet tonight's 3 stars of the game, presented by the Tom Bush family of dealerships.
Yeah, I think
your number 3
Lindy's
star
coming back
from your Iceman, goaltender number 35, Olaf Lindbaum.
And Lindbaum's back. There he is. He's your number 3 star. He was great here tonight. Made 17 saves, but some of them phenomenal.
And now your number 2 star with a game-winning, series-clinching goal, number 29, Craig Martin.
Craig Martin, he got your game winner tonight. Had an assist as well, but he's your number 2 star here this evening.
And now let's meet tonight's number 1 star with a pair of goals and a pair of assists, number 22, Era Nazarian.
Aaron Nazarian, 4 points tonight. Unbelievable. 4-point outing here for Aaron Nazarian. 2 goals, 2 assists. Your number 1 star. And he'll be joined down on the ice with Arlie Johnson.
Aaron, they gave you everything that they got in the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, but once again, it shows the resolve that this Icemen team has. I know it couldn't have felt good to go from 2-0 up to a 2-2 hockey game, but after that second goal from Greenville, the Icemen did not allow a single shot on goal, and then you end up getting the game winner late. Talk to me about the resolve of this team and just how they never say die.
Yeah, there's no quit in this team. It's awesome to be a part of. It's awesome to see. We keep rolling.
4-point night for you. Power play really working well. 3 power play goals tonight. Those are the things that matter, is special teams in the postseason especially.
Yeah, I mean, the power play was great tonight. Marty, Lynchy, Harry, Forge, great passes around the top, and just made it easy to just find the open net there. But great team win. We got another series to go, so.
Long way to go, but you have returned to the South Division Finals. This is back-to-back years and a rematch with the Florida Everblades. What will the Everblades see in this Icemen club this year that's maybe different from last year?
Yeah, we got some revenge on those guys, so we're ready to go.
All right, Naz, congratulations. What a great night tonight. We'll see you in the South Division Finals. Game 1, Saturday night. Game 2, Sunday at 5 o'clock. We expect to see all of you there this weekend. Naz, congratulations.
Thank you.
Joe, back to you.
Fans, there he goes, your number 1 star.
And there you have it, your number 1 star of the game, Aaron Nazarian. 4-point night for him as Jacksonville picks up a 4-2 victory here this evening. As the Icemen, he had a hand in all 4 goals here scored by Jacksonville here tonight. A 4-2 victory as the Icemen outshot the Swamp Rabbits in his hockey game, 23-19. Both teams kind of keeping one another in check from a really defensive standpoint. But Jacksonville coming away on top here in this one. Aaron Nazarian, a 4-point night, and certainly your number 1 star here today. Well, we'll recap how we got to this 4-2 score. Jacksonville scoring first for just the second time here in this series. Aaron Nazarian on the power play back in the first period at 18-15, netting his second of the postseason. Set up by Lynch and Brendan Harris, and it was a 1-0 lead for the Icemen at that point. We would head to the second to be another power play goal late, as that'd be Aaron Nazarian again, his second of the game. Third of the postseason, set up by Craig Martin and Brandon Fortunato, and the Icemen had a 2-0 lead heading into the third period. But the never say die Greenville Swamp Rabbits, who actually outscored the Icemen 12-4 in the third period for the entire series, they would come back. And they would get a goal early in the period to get them going. A miscue by the Icemen in their own defensive end. They would cough it up. Carter Such would come in with a backhand shot, unassisted goal to make it 2-1 and give Greenville the only spark they really needed to get back into it. And then it would be another power play here for the Swamp Rabbits. They would get another power play, and they would take advantage. Brett Kemp getting his first of the series, which is unbelievable to think about, as good as he was in this series. His first goal, and Irulo and Gendron getting the assist. A power play goal tied it up at 2. But then the Icemen would get their power play. Craig Martin taking a stick up into the chops. A 4-minute double minor penalty put the Icemen on the power play for 4 minutes, and they would score in the first half of that. Craig Martin, he scored so many goals for this organization, and at 15 minutes mark, he put in a goal that put the Icemen ahead and put this crowd into a frenzy. His 4th of the postseason, set up by Nazarian and Lynch. Another power play goal, the 3rd of the game for Jacksonville. They would make it a 3-2 game at that point. Greenville would try to threaten, but the Icemen would hold them off, wouldn't allow another shot after the Swamp Rabbits scored that second goal. Unbelievable. And the Icemen would get an empty net goal. Christopher Brown, his first of the postseason, set up by Cristiano Di Jacinto. And of course, Aaron Nazarian. He had a hand in every goal here tonight. That was an empty net tally, and the Icemen would seal it here by a 4-2 score in this game 6, and they would seal the series 4-2 as well. The Icemen 3 of 5 on the power play tonight. Greenville 1 of 4. And as we talked about your 3 stars, Olaf Lindbaum, he didn't have to make many tonight, but he made them when they counted. Some pretty big-time saves here throughout the hockey game. Number 2 star went to Craig Martin, your game winner and an assist. And, of course, the number 1 star, as we mentioned, Era Nazarian. The Icemen pick up the win. They're heading to the second round in front of their home fans, an announced crowd of 6,873. The roof blowing off on those last 2 goals. As we welcome back Arlie Johnson, who was down there at ice level. You probably got a little bit of a sense of the mood down there, which we would expect is certainly an excited one. But I'll tell you, Arlie, this was a group. No matter what position they put themselves in, they find a way.
They find a way. Very similar to Greenville. No matter what position, they always seem to find a way to crawl back. But in this case, this series, it was Jacksonville who was dictating play. They were dictating the leads. It was Greenville that needed to respond almost every single time. And they did, to their credit. You know, they came from multi-goal deficits to make games extremely interesting. They made it all the way to a tie hockey game this time, but this time it was the Icemen's turn to respond after getting blitzed in the opening half of that third period and blowing a 2-0 lead to come right back and have that kind of resolve, not allowing a shot on goal the final 11 and a half minutes of that third period. A tremendous response from them, and this is very indicative of the season that the Icemen have had. Never say die, never make it easy, just like you said the other night. They win this one in the most Icemen way possible, and they did it again tonight. And, you know, they don't ask how. I mean, there's some style points from tonight, but there's also some style points that you want to leave off the table from tonight.
Sure.
What matters is results, and the Icemen have gotten it. Offensively, they're playing very well right now. Defensively, they are doing just enough. Are there things to clean up? Absolutely. There's still plenty of coaching left to be done for Nick Luco. But the great news is he still has time to coach. He's still playing, and the Icemen have advanced to the South Division Finals.
Yeah, and they do it in 6 games here, so they don't have to worry about a Game 7. They can start to rest up a little bit. This was a very physical series, but again, they're not going to rest up too much. They got to get ready for a very good opponent in the Florida Everblades, who know everything there is to know about the playoffs. This is a team, you can never count them out. They came in as the 4 seed. We all knew that was just kind of a little fool's gold there. That they're here. No surprise to see them here in the second round, and no surprise to see these 2 teams going head-to-head in the postseason for now a 3rd time, and for the 2nd time now in the South Division Final. It's going to be a lot of fun. This time the Icemen, though, they have the home ice advantage. Things starting off this Saturday and Sunday. What can you say? Let's rock and roll. The old nemesis coming back to town.
Can't wait to do it again. This time they'll be coming in as the defending champions. And the Icemen, I feel like there's a lot of players on this team that want some retribution from how last year ended in a 4-0 sweep at the hands of the Florida Everblades on their way to the Kelly Cup Championship. I feel like Jacksonville feels like they want kind of a passing of the torch of the South Division, but they have to go grab it. Florida is not going to just hand it to them. The seeds are out the window. Doesn't matter to me at all that Florida is the 4 seed. I don't look at them as the 4 seed at all on any level whatsoever. They are stacked. They know how to win. They have a winning coach to go with it as well. And they have perhaps the best playoff goaltender that the ECHL has seen in quite a few years in Cam Johnson, who stonewalled everybody last year on the way to the championship for Florida. And he did the same thing against Florida in the first round, only allowing 12 goals in 6+ games, including a couple of overtimes there. And the Icemen were stymied by him last year, but this is a new year. Every year is different. You can't expect the same thing, and I know Jacksonville feels like they kind of have Cam Johnson's number this year. They've performed quite well against